Oh my God, who the hell cares?
We back.
And we're back with another episode of One Man, Two Balls. Guys, there's three people. What the hell's going on? AJ Watercutter.
Three balls.
Three balls.
Three balls.
Three balls.
ASU, BGSU frat leader here to frame Mogs for more views. We're going to be talking about looks maxing.
It is true. And by the way, this is some bullshit. I told these guys, I'm getting frame mogged by this guy, and I'm getting outfit mogged by this guy. The only saving grace I have here is that I have a cup of coffee, and that's it. So,
But I also have a cup of coffee.
well, that's, So
I also have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, so it cancels out.
I'm
I'm just getting mogged this episode. We're gonna talk about looks maxing, miscellaneous topics, whatever the fuck we can come up with. It's gonna be great.
I gave a best man speech yesterday.
Oh yeah.
At my own father's wedding. What a weird experience. I was quite worried that I was going to absolutely bomb, considering my writing process was I have an entire room of people basically hostage when I have a microphone. I want to make it as awkward as possible. But luckily, the crowd laughed the entire time. I believe somebody got a video of it, so I'm going to put it in as a bonus clip at the end of this episode.
Nice.
If it is true. But I'm very proud of how that turned out. However, I failed to shout out the podcast at the end of the speech.
That's probably good.
And
Probably good.
3/4 of the
Might be
time.
a good idea, actually.
No. Listen, dude. We are missing the 50 to 65 listenership crowd. We need to expand into the nursing home realm of things.
This is true.
When people thanked me and said that was great, there were like two people I told, listen to my podcast.
Listen to my podcast.
They're like, oh, what's it called? I'm like, One Man, Two Balls. And they're like, So, guys, if you're coming from the wedding, I wasn't talking about you. You're probably really cool, and I enjoyed talking to you for sure. No
true.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been really happy with how we've been doing, but I've been keeping it as secret as possible. I'm like, it's like a secret life for me. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is like
Your deep,
my
dark
guilty
secret.
my guilty pleasure. I gotta have some skeletons in the closet. I can't let people know. This is gonna be, if they discover it, it's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna think I'm funny or cringe, but it'll be good.
That's
be good.
just life, though. It's okay.
Nobody will know. If you will never hear from my lips, one man, two balls. But if you find it, welcome, because it's gonna keep going.
I have the opposite strategy. I send Spotify links to all of my coworkers every single time. Colin Bendeley, shout out to the dog, dude.
Dude, that's
He's
legendary.
deep on the deep end of conspiracy theories. I love it. However,
dude.
I wish he would stop talking about Jews in front of our boss.
No, bro. Dude, you're a Honda. You're safe.
No, we are not. No, we are not. We are like the front lines of danger. If you're like,
no, bro, you're good.
guess what religion this guy was? Not a good move. However, other than that, Colin, I rock with you severely.
Colin, I rock with your vibe. Very happy.
Listen,
to
dude.
let's work on that.
If you tell them straight, you tell them how it is. They respect the grind. They do. They respect it.
Maybe.
They respect it. Because here's the thing, they know how to keep secrets. They don't want you keeping secrets.
The Jays?
The Jays.
The Jays, dude. They be keeping
if-
sneaky secrets.
Dude, if you keep secrets and they keep secrets, that's just not a healthy relationship.
That's true.
So somebody's
It's
got
about time we break up with the Jays. So Xavier's saying. What are we, 6 minutes in and we've talked about Jays?
Yeah. Listen, guys, I've gone unnoticed for a few. I've been a good boy. I've been a good boy for a few episodes. I can.
Did you say boy?
Good boy for a few episodes.
I don't think you said boy.
Listen, guys, this is gonna be a good episode.
Oh fuck.
This is gonna be good.
AJ, this will look good on a resume. How
This
are you
will look
doing,
really good on
man?
a resume. It also look really good to my girlfriend who happens to be Jewish.
Oy vey.
Oy
yeah.
vey. Well, dude, we can always trim this.
What
up.
European Jewish or what?
Just she practices it, but
Just
not
jade up.
really like. Yeah, I don't.
Jade
we
up
haven't,
playing
talked,
Xbox all day?
Talked a whole lot about. Jade up.
Does she know who Jesus was?
She does
should-
know who Jesus is.
She'll love him, dude. Be like, remember? No, listen, man.
We're gonna go back like a minute. Let's go back. Let's restart.
No.
So
Because you just gotta be like, hey, you know how your entire religion is waiting for that one guy? Dude, he came 2,000 years ago. Great news.
No. Listen, guys.
Lisana Gaib.
Is that Oh My Garish?
No, that's
Dune. That's Dune,
man.
bro.
That's Dune.
I didn't watch
You gotta
it
give
either,
that a chance. You gotta give that a chance. It's a really good movie. Really good movie series. I recommend it. Timothy Chalamet, great actor. Chalamet. No, he does a phenomenal job in those movies. Phenomenal job. The cast is A-list. Like it's phenomenal. You got Josh Brolin. You've got Jason Momoa, but like he doesn't actually just play like Aquaman level character. Like he plays a dude with just like a lot of confidence, but like you're like sitting here like fuck that stuff.
Dude, that's so tough.
Like his entire character is so sick. Second movie, some of the most cinematography.
Cinematography.
Cinematic moments. Whoa. You're kind of like you're gonna be sitting there watching it and you're just gonna be like, wow, I know this is sci-fi, but like that's beautiful. Like that's beautiful. This is all CGI, but like the way that they're going about it is so sick. So sick. Making a third movie, the cast got even better. I know I only listed a couple names, but if you give a Google search on Dune Part 1 and Part 2 and look at the people that are in there, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, wow, how did I not watch this movie? Like, the cast is insane.
I definitely need to watch it. I've seen a lot of good stuff about it, and I know they are making the third movie. I haven't watched either of the two, but I know like the dude's got some cool powers, and like it's kind of a cool universe. So
Chalamet, he's dating Katy Perry.
No,
Kylie Jenner.
That one.
Swag, dude.
That's
how.
fair.
He's just like a twinked up white boy.
He's just one of those like. There's a reason he's been in the running for
It's
White
Ralph
Boy
Lauren
of the
Summer.
Year, for 3 consecutive years. This is a guy who just really knows what he's doing. This is a guy who he outperforms most other white men, where white men typically shine.
It's true.
Even where other white men don't exactly fit in, Timothy Chalamet, he fits in. That's his bit. Like he's just a likable guy. I mean, we're in an era of nonchalantness, and Timothy Chalamet is very.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Timothy's just
bro.
a very chalant guy. Like he cares. Like his prides, his passions that he has, like he is vocal about them. And like a lot of people, they'll win an award or they'll want an award, but like they'll sit there and then when it finally comes to accept it, they're just kind of like, yeah, that's cool and all, right? Like SGA just won MVP. Dude didn't give a shit.
SGA. Saquon Jonathan Arkley.
That one, yeah. That one, yeah.
Beats me, bro.
Beats me, bro. The NBA. That's
okay,
NBA
guys,
terms.
I'm a nerd.
That's
Listen,
NBA terms. I'm sorry.
We don't talk about sports. We only talk about Warhammer.
Listen, bro,
40K.
if you're not talking about Warhammer, you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's on me, guys. I apologize. But it kind of like, my point with it is we're in an era where a lot of dudes, they sit here and it's like, being nonchalant, being quiet, being the cool guy, like that's what they want to be. But like at the end of the day, I think one of the most attractive things that another human being can have is passion for what they like want, things that like they're interested in. If like you have a goal and you want that and you get that, like shit, it's okay to be happy. Be happy. Celebrate that.
True.
Wear it with pride.
Are you familiar with Chris Chan?
Oh no!
Would you consider Chris Chan a passionate human being?
Who?
Christian Weston Chandler.
Guys, welcome.
The biggest Sonic fan. Don't look
Christine.
him up.
Now.
Yeah.
It's a highly autistic man.
The most documented person in internet history.
Yeah,
It's
who
quite interesting.
created an original character of Sonic and Pikachu matched up, but severely autistic and would just record themselves all the time and post it on the internet, and like 13-year-old boys would call and pretend to be women. And he'd be like, "This is my girlfriend, Ivy," and then they would just bully him incessantly. And he got like lifetime ban from his local GameStop because he was like trying to steal like a sign and pepper sprayed the employees. And then he ended up raping his mom, and he's in jail for that. But then he trans, and now he's Christine.
Yeah,
but that's a lot of passion.
Here's the thing that's crazy. Okay, Chris Chan, that's a crazy lore drop.
Crazy conversation shift.
This would be an incredible case study for you to do. You should look into Chris.
I could look into that.
AJ makes a beautiful statement about passion, and then Schmut's like, have you ever heard of one of the most like evil human beings on the planet?
Listen, man, passion's cool, but you gotta like.
No, it's.
Ever hear of Jared from Subway?
Yeah.
Well,
pretty passionate.
So
passionate. That's a man that does it for the love of the game.
We talked about Warhammer for probably about 45 minutes last episode, and me and Schmut have no clue. We have nothing. We don't know anything about it truly, but there's enough out there that we were able to talk for like 45 minutes. Chris Chan might have more lore than Warhammer itself.
Literally, and it's all a real person, not multiple writers. It's just a guy like dancing naked in his bathroom and falling over.
Wow.
So it's very fascinating. There's like, it's a ridiculous amount. We could look it up and put it in. But there is like, you'll look up like Chris Chan, like documentary, and it'll be like 3 hours explaining his life or their life, whatever. And it'll be like 3 hours, and you'll see like episode 1 of like 300, and they're all 3 hours, and it's like, what the fuck is happening here? Like it is his whole life from like the 90s till now. And it's incessant. It's crazy.
Which was like all freely recorded and uploaded.
Oh,
by
it's
Chris
bad. It's that's the kind of stuff. It's like the internet was created, and it was just like completely ruined a life. So,
yeah, I think that's
it's sad.
One
It's
of those moments where like whenever a parent says like, "Oh, you got to stay off the internet. There's weird people on there." Like that's who they think of.
That is
the type of person that they are like. This is why you cannot play online Xbox with strangers on Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Well, it's very interesting because we can say like now he's weird because of all the stuff he's done, but in the beginning he was kind of just like a innocent guy with like autism, and he got like harassed like
by a
bullied.
lot of minors, which makes it an interesting case.
Well, minors, like there's like one particular minor. It was like one 13-year-old boy that did like horrible shit.
Liquid Chris.
Yeah, something like that. But dude,
there's a lot of lore here.
No, do not look it up. It will make you depressed. It is sad, but it's odd because it's like you see a pretty innocent soul get just like tormented, and like they're filming it the whole time, and then it just like it ruined his life. I mean, he truly lives like a terrible life now.
I mean, they're in prison now.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad, but
raped his mother.
Yeah.
Their mother.
Their mother. Yeah.
Whatever, man.
I
don't think so, man. I think if you're a criminal, I mean, on the baseline, I'm not much rocking with that stuff, but like the level of respect you deserve once you've done that thing, you should be called like Bug, like
there's got to be like
pronouns should be
pronouns,
mud. Yeah, it should be mud.
Yeah, dude, that's an interesting topic. At what point do your pronouns get voided?
I mostly immediately, I would say, unless you're like on suicide watch in middle school, then you get like some clemency.
Okay.
Or if you're in like,
it's kind of like the scale of like you see like the billboard of like the dog to the horse, and it's like you draw your line who do you eat? I draw my line at the pig probably.
That thing is screwed up because they have horse before rabbit. I've eaten rabbit, but I've never eaten horse.
That's true.
I think I would eat horse, but I feel like that would be too luxurious of meat. It's the number one meat in Kazakhstan. Shavkat Rakhmonov loves horse.
Yeah. Here's my thing. Okay.
UFC fighter.
I got a problem.
Just random facts that we all know.
Yeah.
No problem.
We just riff here, bro. No, I would eat horse, but you got to think about it, okay? You look at the chart, and it's like, okay, I would not eat a dog because a dog is like man's best friend. If you think about
there's some pretty succulent dogs out there, man.
If you think about a dog, if you think about a dog for war, bro, that's the horse. The horse is like man's best weapon.
You think? That's true.
Yeah,
I've never really heard of like the idea of people trying to like eat a horse. Like if you ask me, like whenever I think of a horse, it's one of those things that like farmers breed for show, for
that's true.
Like enjoyment, right? Like you do the horse races, you've got like just in general having a horse to just ride on. Like people treat that like it's their own kid. Like
yeah.
I know people do that with every other animal when it comes to a certain type of like showing with it, but.
The culture is definitely different in America because like those horses are like car priced. You want to eat a car,
right? Yeah. I don't know if
Dude, you can eat that car for a while, bro.
That's
if you
true.
That shit.
Oh my god, I forget who I was talking to. This would have been like a week ago. Found out that like carcass shows, that's a thing. People will raise like an animal. And in this instance, it was a pig, right? They will raise this animal, grow that emotional attachment to it. Just to skin it and then bring its carcass to a show compared to other carcasses, which I guess isn't carcass.
Carcass, they're skinning.
Maybe.
They're skinning it and they're showing what's left, or they're showing the skin.
They're showing the carcass itself, like just the what's left of after you skin it. Like that's a thing that people like. This is a thing. That's a thing.
What's the preservative process? Or are they just letting it all hang out?
No clue. I think it's all just hosted in one big walk-in freezer.
Okay.
Dude,
I was
damn.
gonna say that'd be stinky.
I mean, I would imagine that's how you do it.
I was gonna say I would hope
We should
it'd
go to
be.
one.
Kind of don't really know how you would get it there without it being like.
No, I think what should
Just
happen.
put it in like a really big cooler.
hefty bag. I don't know.
Just one big trash bag.
That would suck.
No, I think what you do
ripped.
is you take it in like a freezer truck and then you drive it to a place. You hang it on hooks and then you just hope it becomes prosciutto somehow.
Yeah.
You hope it becomes prosciutto, and then if at some point yours becomes edible, you continue in the competition, and then it's a taste test. I think that should be it. If yours does not become any sort of like aged
Delicious meat.
you will be cut from the competition. So I think, yeah, man, I think that's how it should be. We should go to one. Yeah, we should
should
review
go to
it.
one.
We should go to one.
We should go to one.
We should start going to odd exhibits for content.
Honestly, it wouldn't be bad.
We should go to gun shows and just like have a real weird look about us. Just like
Just eat some
I feel like we
Eddies.
could just like start harassing people, you know, like
Oh,
really
for
test
sure.
the waters to how far you can like push another human being's like temper.
You guys ever heard of Tommy Tough Knuckles?
I've heard of that guy.
That dude fought Dom the Troll at
yeah, okay, now we're out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, okay, now we're out of mine.
You guys
so-
hear about Shud the Builder?
No, so Dom the Troll is a guy who he's the dude that films Tommy Tough Knuckles. Like he does the pranks, and he does like I forget even what pranks he holds. He says some bullshit, and then he's like, "This is my buddy Tommy." He goes and he like will buy a car, and he'll be like, "Oh, this fucking carburetor's out. I need $2,000 off." So these two fought at Jake Paul's or Aiden Ross's brand risk. Dude, Johnny Manziel fought Bob Menery also.
Dude, if you're coming straight from the wedding and you're like 53 years old, you're like, Tommy Tough Knuckles and
This is,
Chris
yeah,
Chan.
this is a lot to really just kind of throw out there.
Hot
yeah,
cast.
Dude,
for
we
sure.
have to keep going fast. I got coffee.
I don't know.
in
It's
me.
like, is there such thing as a niche community that's going to understand all of this?
No,
like, is there
Absolutely
really?
not, because we keep
No.
bouncing in between these communities.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. We're trying to educate here. So Johnny Manziel
We're
fought,
learning. You're learning.
fought Bob Menery. You know, that was kind of funny. Because Bob Menery truly looked like CM Punk in the UFC. I think what they should do, Aiden Ross could do the funniest thing. He could sign CM Punk up for the next brand risk. Do you know how funny it would be to see CM Punk beat somebody in an MMA fight after how bad he did in the UFC?
what was his record in the UFC?
0-2.
Ah,
He fought 2 fights, which is just incredible. I can't believe he actually got into the UFC. But
he's a stiff feller.
Oh, 0-2. I mean, like, that's not exactly.
that's better than me.
Hey,
I mean,
Yeah, I guess
shit,
it is.
bro.
Actually, it's not,
No, it's not.
because-
Yeah,
Well,
because you're 0-0.
it's not better than me, but you know he went there. You know, he went there. But it's kind of funny because the second guy that beat him, I believe, was like trying to play around with him and like make him look like a joke, and so he got cut from the UFC too. Dana White said,
Dang it.
"Dude, it's like
Dana Pink.
you're trying to make this dude look funny. Like you're trying to like beat him up and make him look like a spectacle, and then yeah, you get cut, bro.
Sometimes it messes. If it's too close to the cable, it'll get like,
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So
the
is
audio
there a
will be
chance
weird.
that it was?
nah, it'll be fine. If at most it'd be like a buzzing noise, but now it's gone.
See, a little ASMR
That's
is
on me,
not
that's
bad.
on me. My bad, guys.
No, but it's yeah, dude. There's no community that's gonna. We're just trying to make people laugh. We're trying to educate. You know, we got no script here.
AJ Watercutter, you recently graduated from college?
No,
Oh.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
no, I've got one more year.
Okay.
One more year, yeah. No, I
Oops.
switched majors after we talked. We only talked in like December about how I had one more year or anything. Like it's fine. Like,
Well, I don't know. It's
It's
just
fine.
figured it was that
It's
time of
cool.
the year. I
it's
don't know.
that time of the year.
It's
No,
graduation
switch
time.
majors too late. That's all. That's all. I'm on pace to graduate just the year below me, which is honestly not bad. Whenever I started a semester after everyone else did in my major that I'd be graduating with, so it's all right.
Listen, bro, you got when we graduate, we got like 45 years to work anyway. You're not in any rush. You're good, bro.
Oh no! Plus, I'm pursuing a career where I don't really need like I can be doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
You want to be a therapist. Like, is there really a body limitation that you end up hitting? No, it's a
No.
full blown like cognitive limitation that you're gonna hit after a certain point. Like if you have a disease that ruins your processing like
Or if you drink
capabilities, right?
too much tap water and calcify your pineal gland.
Right, that's because I've heard of that before. Yeah,
I'm probably there, bro.
The fluoride.
Probably that.
I think I already hit that shit, bro.
Yeah, the fluoride will calcify your pineal gland. If you drink too much tap water, you'll straight up stop dreaming and stop being able to have ideas.
Dude, that might be me,
Whoa.
bro. I don't dream.
Allegedly, I don't know.
I don't dream, bro.
Colin knows, dude. Man, Colin, we talk about pineal glands getting calcified all the time. That's why I only drink Aldi sparkling water. They put all the good stuff in there.
Dude, I bet if they check mine, that shit would be hard as a rock, bro. There's no plasticity left at all.
I actually had a dream, very vivid dream. So my pineal gland's looking tough, dude. It's nice and mushy.
Actually, I had a vivid dream last night.
I saw. I don't even know if you could call him stand-up comedian because he blows. He has a talk show there. He used to be on Come Town. Adam Friedland. I saw him. And I was like, yo, dude, let me get a picture. We got a picture, and then for some reason we started fighting. Like, halfway through the fight, he turned into Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, nice.
Shout out Adam Friedland.
Oh, dude,
Shout out Gollum.
Shout out
Gollum, bro.
Shalom Gollum.
Shalom Gollum.
Adam Friedland's Jewish.
Shalom.
Dude, that's awesome.
What was your
Well, that certainly has no correlation.
What was your dream?
So I was fighting my sister last night. My sister listens to the podcast. And we got
Shout out Carson.
Shout out. And we got in a fight.
Carson.
Shalom. Carson.
Shalom.
Big shalom.
True. Dude, to all of our Jewish listeners, we love you. We are very proud. You are our greatest ally, our greatest listener. No, but Carson tried to fight me. And actually, she didn't try to fight me. So she was like straight up like getting me in a clinch, like perfect. Like I couldn't get past the clinch.
Dang.
And I was like, I thought she was going to try to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
So I straight up was trying to throw punches, and I couldn't throw any punches. I think I woke up with a very sore shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point I probably tried to throw a punch in my dream and hit myself in the shoulder because I'm like, what
Sick
the fuck
move.
happened, dude? So yeah, I tried to fight a woman in my dream last night, and well, luckily we did not. We did not.
Do you
continue
think
fighting.
that's what Martin Luther King was talking about when he said he had a dream?
I think
Probably
so.
not.
I think
You
so.
don't think so?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember the rest of the speech after that. I just remember him talking about how he had a dream.
Is that why we get off work? I think so.
I think that's why we get up. What if he did that when he was like, I have a dream where a giant spider was chasing me, and I said, oh my gosh, that's a big spider. And then someone was just
I
like,
actually
get
think
this guy out of here, and
I
shot
think
him.
that's kind of how it went down.
The FBI
actually.
killed
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr.
No, bro, it was somebody else.
They lit no. No, the FBI slaughtered
Not
that dude.
anyone we've mentioned so far on the podcast. It was me.
It was the Albanians.
Actually, no, I didn't do it. I liked it. It was the Dagestanis, dude.
Really?
They're evil, bro.
Yeah.
You see them in the UFC. They beat all of my favorite American champions.
Except for Sean Strickland.
No, that dude's from Chechnya, bro. We were talking
Sean
about...
Strickland's from Chechnya?
Nah, bro, Hamzat.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not Dagestan.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right.
Dude,
You're right.
dude, this guy does
Basically
not
the same thing. Dude, he's a mountain Muslim.
He
He's
is.
basically the same thing.
He is.
Dagestan and Chechnya, they're basically the same, except Chechnya, actually, they both have a lot of terrorism issues in the early 2000s.
They did.
Yeah. Dude, the Chechen Wars, that's a good topic. You guys want to talk about this?
I would, but I don't know shit about it.
Yeah,
we
me
can
neither.
I already don't know shit about UFC. Y'all been going on this a couple of times.
All right, none of us know about it. I will say, in my best man speech, I referenced the 1683 Siege of Vienna successfully twice.
I have no idea what
Twice.
that is.
I tried to go for 4, but Shay said
That might be too much. That might be
cut
too
that
much.
out.
Yeah.
It might have felt too forced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me like one highlight off that speech that you gave. Like, give me like one thing that you know like really hit gold.
My best joke was, I've known my father, well, as long as I can remember. And then in the card I had wait for laugh, because I knew the unks would laugh at that one.
Yep.
Which, that was a big gamble, because if no one laughed, then I'd just be waiting for nothing.
Yeah.
I would wait until they laughed. But
That's where you would say like on the card I wrote wait for laughs.
Yeah.
You guys can laugh. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay.
laugh
That'd be
sign.
good.
Yeah, but I was like, I've known my father, well, as
Can
long
have, like,
as
a
I
little
can.
button, like you
yeah.
know, that was easy button from like Staples. You
Yeah.
just have one, just a laugh track.
I've known my father for as long as I can remember.
It's the iCarly laugh track. That's it.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. No, that'd be fire.
I was like, unfortunately, I also remember him kissing me on the lips, which means if I can remember that probably was going on for a little too long. and then another dagger after that. But it really helped me through freshman year of high school, so thank you, Dad. So I got him with the triple. That was a good
That was good.
one.
That was good.
I got the unks, and then I got the unks and the youngers with the kiss on the lips, and then anybody who wasn't already laughing got him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I audibled the first joke. I was like, instead of a traditional best man speech, I've actually prepared a song about how much I love my dad. So I'll perform that today.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. That would be gay. And then I went into it. But yeah, hopefully we get that vid. I'm going to throw it in as a bonus at the end.
Yeah, dude, that'd be great.
AJ, the frat life. Give us, what would you recommend for somebody who's considering joining a fraternity at any college? Feel free to shout out your Sigma.
Yeah. So I'm in Sigma Nu. Not exactly the most insane fraternity at Bowling Green.
Has there anybody been killed in the hazing process in the history of your fraternity?
Nationally or mine?
Both.
I don't think it was hazing. I think it was just an event that went
Murder.
wrong. It was so like our headquarters actually has a ban on any event involving water because somebody died on like a water slide back in like the 90s.
That must
or
have
the
been
80s.
Sweet water slide.
That's what I was kind of
That
saying.
should've
I'm
been
like,
fun.
Do you
I
think it
feel
was
like
just a
that
bunch
was
of
just
tarps down a hill and then they like
like
went
it
and
had
hit
to
a
have
rock?
been right, like just too much Dawn dish soap.
They hit like
Yeah.
150 miles per hour and
Yeah,
their
like-
skin started to come off their
like-
body.
And
it, like,
that's
it-
how Carcass Show started, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it really sucks because like now we can't have like water balloons. You know, like we can't do anything like that.
You could
we
fill
can't
them
have a
with pee.
squirt gun. Can't.
You fill them with pee, that's not water. You could fill them with
Kinda.
diesel fuel.
I feel like there's obviously alternatives. There's alternatives, yeah, but like I think it's certain things you can tell like it's a water based kind of event, right? We can't even have like a kiddie pool at any
Oh,
event.
man.
What
ever
about
or
baby
anything
oil?
like that. I don't. We don't gotta go
You
that
should
route.
test it.
Just
No, that's cool. That's cool. I would say though, if like anybody's ever thinking about joining a frat, make sure you weigh your options. Like truly weigh the options. There's like so many opportunities for you to make the wrong decision, but that doesn't don't use that as a reason to not make the decision at the end of the day. Just make sure that when you are actively going through that process, you do end up picking one that you feel most comfortable in. Like for me, I went based off of. Y'all both just went for a drink at the same time.
Dude,
that
that's
was
fire.
chug jug time.
Hell yeah.
jug time. No, I would say that like a really big thing for me was the philanthropy attached to the fraternity. That was a big one for me. Like I obviously social work major, want to be a therapist.
Full on rapist?
Whoa.
Philanthropist, okay.
Philanthropist.
That's a joke stolen from Always Sunny
You want
in
to be the
Philadelphia.
I forgot
rapist.
about that one. Yeah.
You want to be the rapist.
I don't wanna
Therapist,
be-
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, there we
the
go.
first ever
Therapist.
analysis / therapist, anal rapist.
Bro, okay, all right.
I'm following.
No
that
more
one's
following.
stolen from
No more
Arrested
wordplay.
Development.
We gotta let him finish his point, bro.
I don't even remember what my point was. If I'm being completely
The
honest.
philanthropy
You care
is
about
what drew you in.
philanthropy because you want to be a therapist.
Oh yeah, no. Our philanthropy is a Bowling Green based nonprofit organization that just puts food on the table for families in need. Like they don't have the money for it, and they have mouths that need food. We basically supply the food or just the money in general for them to get food on the table. And like I'm like that's almost exactly what I would be doing as a social worker. Like my entire bit is to like advocate for the people who are marginalized in that sense. So yeah, like that was really big for me. And then plus it was a smaller fraternity, so like everyone was pretty easy to get to know. Like there wasn't too much going on. Like it doesn't feel like there's cliques inside of the fraternity itself. Like
That's
we've got a really good dynamic going here. And I'm very appreciative of it. I'm having a great time doing it. But yeah, just make sure that when you are doing something like that, just don't join because you think that somebody don't join just because you know that they're the biggest or the best fraternity on a campus. Like, yes, obviously it's nice to be a part of that, but prioritize your own like I don't know, don't lower your self-worth, man.
That's
Join where you want to like feel comfortable in. Like if you feel like you have more of a personal connection with guys in the smaller fraternity, but like this other one seems like it'd be more fun, go with the one that you have that better connection in, because I can promise you that ends up being more fun. You stick around, you show up to more stuff, you're going to be more involved and have better connections just across the board throughout the rest of your life. Yeah, it's great. It's beneficial. My dad, actually, I got to talking at my sister's grad party last night. He was pleasantly surprised after I had him come up to BG. Both him and my mom, my fraternity, had their 80th anniversary. The two of them, happy birthday, Sigma Nu,
Sure.
Epsilon Chi chapter.
Hell yeah, bro. Happy birthday.
Belated, actually.
Happy belated birthday. You're older than me.
We'll go with that.
It's okay.
Very old.
That's true.
But they got to talking with all these alumni, and people either had a lot of great things to say about the fraternity or really great things to say about me. And my dad's entire perspective flipped from him thinking that all I did was drink beer. Obviously, we still drink beer. That's a bit. Like, that's a thing. Like, people do that. Like, you're in college. Fraternities, like, have that stigma of everyone just gets drunk and does stupid shit. Like, you still get drunk and do stupid shit. But at the end of the day, certain fraternities prioritize, the individual over the social, and like I think that's what mine does, and I think my dad was very surprised with that. My mom too, even though she wasn't a sorority.
Oh,
Nah, dude, it's good, man. We're all young. I mean, I think there's got to be a balance. Like, you can't go ruin. But here's the thing: even if you were to go ruin your life, it's like.
How are you gonna bring this up? Listen, if your life is completely in shambles and destroyed, and there's no way you're gonna make it out.
No, AJ's a dog. AJ's a dog. But let's say,
Are you trying to say he's ruined his
No,
life?
no.
I'm like, that's where I'm trying to see where this is going. Like, how are we gonna?
No. What I'm saying.
Where does this path go?
Let him
No,
I'm
no,
trying to. I'm trying.
No. So you said your dad thought it was, you were all you did was drink beer. What I'm saying is, you're like you said. Of course, we drink beer because there's that stigma, right? Let's say all you do is join college and you drink beer for 4 years, bro. I mean, God willing, unless you die in some unexpected way, like I was
Involving a water slide?
Well, yeah, do not get on a water
Careful
slide.
with that, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be
You're gonna
careful.
ruin the
with
fun for years to come.
Dude, that's bad.
Take it away for everybody.
Dude, I think in your
R.I.P.
20s,
to that guy, but like actually,
Fire
no,
real.
this is not cool.
I mean, he went out in glory, though.
He did.
Most of us don't get it death as, like, glorious as that.
That is
Usually
true.
we, like, are surrounded by people we don't know anymore.
How he passed away. Like, that's... like
He
I
had
kinda
to have hit a
wanna
rock
know
or a
what
tree.
happened.
Oh,
I just
dude.
know that there was an incident involving water back in, like, the 80s or
He
90s.
probably was waterboarded, actually, then. Because frat hazing used to be,
It was
like,
an event. It was an event, though. That was the
a
thing.
waterboarding competition.
I doubt... That would be a really
I don't think they
cool
hold those, bro.
philanthropy. Hey, how long do you think I can waterboard
Like
for?
one
Put
of those-
money on it.
like
Put
one of
money on it. Over under 30 seconds.
Like one of those dunk tank things, but it's like waterboard your high
Oh,
school
that's something too.
principal.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
wanted to
keg
do a
race.
dunk tank for our fraternity, and I couldn't because water was involved.
What if it's frozen?
How,
You just
that
fall
might
and
actually
land on
just be-
ice.
At that point, just leave it empty.
It might be a cheat code.
Yeah, what if you fill it with, like, hornets?
Ooh. It could be better, I guess.
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say is, so like
Right, he was saying something.
you guys know Anthony Bourdain?
Name's familiar.
Yes, he looks like Jeffrey Epstein and
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
himself,
Never mind.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Rest in power.
Yeah. So
Haven't gained another angel.
True.
absolute legend. You know,
Epstein?
this dude pretty much was
Up for interpretation.
not Bourdain, Epstein. I'm talking about. No, Bourdain was like I think he was like a New York chef for like 30 years, and he was like very addicted to like alcohol and drugs and stuff. And he went on to like, you know, when people say he's the one who coined the term like, don't be a traveler, or I don't know what he said. Don't be something. Be a tour. Don't be a tourist. Be whatever the fuck he said. I don't know what he said. He advocated for like going to like different countries when he would travel, and he would like eat with the people there, experience their culture. He's widely considered to be like, you know, one of those like generally good people, like Steve Irwin and, you know, all the good boys, Mr. Rogers, all the good boys. He's one of the good boys. But I saw a quote from him, and it was like somebody asked him on some social media, like, what were you like in your 20s? Because like in his 50s, he was like ubiquitously loved. Like he was considered to be a really cool person, yada yada yada. And he's like, when I was in my 20s, I was a piece of shit. He's like, I was reckless. I was aggressive. I was addicted to drugs. And he's like, if I went to your house, I would steal drugs out of your medicine cabinet. That's how I was. But I'm like, listen, if you're going to fuck up, do it in your 20s. Because, not that AJ has fucked up. It was a pivot.
I understand it now. I'm following.
I made the neural connection. My pineal gland is not fully calcified. Although it probably is close.
Soon.
It's getting there. I could tell off the way it flowed.
Yeah. It's getting close. But, if you're going to fuck up, man, your 20s, especially college, I think as long as you're, like, doing your major, like, most people are going to be in, like, massive debt anyway. Most people are going to be, like, addicted to alcohol. As long as you can, like, the moment you graduate, you can lock in, you're good. Because, bro, with this economy, you got 45 years left to work, okay? You're going to be...
65 soon.
Dude, I'm going to join the police academy. I only got 20 years left.
Dude, you should become a cop. We should become cops, dude.
It might be.
Think of how awesome we'd be.
It might be. But then, yeah.
I don't know.
Listen, man, I got permission from the mayor of Burkittsville to be a bike cop there.
Oh, shit.
You could be one of those, for sure.
Yeah, dude, but I'm going to have, like, my AR-15 with a thermal optic
I don't
on
even think
my
a
back.
cop is legally allowed to carry that on them at all times.
Yeah, but I'm a bike cop. I'm more of, like, an elite special response unit.
We go elite special response unit? That's the term we give to bike cops?
To me, the way I'll do it, dude. I have night vision. I'm not scared.
AJ, tell us about the bar. Tell us about Ziggy's, dude. I know you're a very involved person. You can. I've never.
Were you
really...
part of a special operations? What did I say? Whatever the hell. At Ziggy's?
I asked this because I've never really been to like a college bar ever. Like truthfully, I've never gone to a college and just like had fun. Truthfully, so I'm asking. I'm being dead serious. I'm asking, bro. I am. My college experiences have been community college for 2 years and then, like, pretty much another community college. My college is pretty nice, but it's, like, very local, very small, not a party school. So, yeah, just, dude, tell us how life is out there, man. I don't know how it goes.
Fun dynamic. It's definitely, it's intimidating at first. It's addicting. I can give you that.
I think that'd be screwed.
It's a very, it's one of those environments where the like dopamine rush that you get from just like thriving in a scene, so comparable to that. It's kind of like something that you want to just keep going back to, and then you realize like too late that you've been there too much and you've started slipping elsewhere in life, whether that's like mental health or just like academically, financially. It's a lot to be able to balance it all, but after a certain point you kind of like click with it, and then once you really get your like footing down for it, it's one of the most enjoyable things I think you can do, just point blank period. Like I personally love the ability that I have right now to leave my apartment, go to any bar in Bowling Green at this point, walk in there and have maybe like a good like 10 to 15 people to talk to at any given moment. Like it's one of those things that just it feels good, like people know me, people want to talk to me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person too where if I'm going to talk to you, it's like it's genuine. Like I don't want you to ever get the impression that I'm only talking just because like you are in front of me. If I'm sitting here and our conversation lasts even just a minute, like just know that minute meant something to me, right? So I would say it's a lot of fun. There are some genuine characters there for sure. I think there are a few people that who have been there just as long, if not longer than me, who haven't quite figured it out.
I think it's hard to do, man.
Lock-in soldier.
I mean, it's a little hard to do.
I think you're right. I think there's a lot of shit to balance, even though I've literally no experience. I think if you were to get into an environment like that, where it's like people that you just love to be around, and it's like good music, cool place, just
everyone's hot and alcohol is just oozing out of every pore.
Dude, I think that'd be fun as fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem, dude. It's like the ultimate like cornucopia of like endorphins, dopamine, and like human pleasure.
If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna have that at some point in your life, dude, do it now. Because like,
but you can't.
You
can't do the thing. Like when you're at the beach and you like dive under the waves, you can't be like, all right, I'm going in. If you make like an intentional decision, dude, you're gonna get like sucked in the undertow.
Yeah.
You gotta buck those waves, dude. Because if you're like, whatever, I'm in my 20s, and then you're 30 and have a gambling addiction and like 2 baby mamas, and you're like, I just wanted to have fun, man.
No, dude, AJ's locked in, bro.
I would.
AJ's locked
Yeah, I know you're a psycho, not soldier, so like you're fine in the headspace. But like there's some vulnerable soldiers that are on the front lines just getting shredded by the
I
base.
think it would consume me, bro.
Dude, if you're on the Chinder every other night, be like, oh, she's so hot, oh, she's so hot, and then you go into the bars and you're like, oh, she's so hot, and then you're like, and then you're in class and you're like.
Yeah,
you just end up like turning yourself into like a slug, and
that's me. Bro.
There are some people who are walking corpses.
Mom, can you send me $500?
Yeah.
I need to buy more. I don't know, Air Force Ones or whatever.
That felt like a diss, man. That felt like a diss.
No.
Are you?
That felt like a diss,
I
man.
meant
fuck you, dude.
New Balance.
Come on, bro.
Why are you saying that, bro?
Come on,
Because
man.
everybody has the Air
Dude,
Force Ones.
roast Hokas. I got Hokas on, bro. You can roast me. Don't roast AJ.
That wasn't supposed to be a roast.
Nah, man, it's cool. Like, it's fine, man. It didn't even hurt my feelings at all.
I need to buy more New Balance 550s. I'm sorry. I'll name another popular white shoe.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, those are out there for sure. Birkenstocks, those are a thing.
Oh, dude,
People wear flip flops to the bars. That's a thing.
Flip-flops
Oh, that's
are crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
talking like toes out.
Nah,
a
that's
thing.
fucked up. That's
Dude,
bad.
I don't know.
Like, I want to say it's a confidence thing, but I also think it's a comfortability thing, and then at the same time, it also has to just be like ignorance, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
a lack of
absolutely
care.
jealous of anybody who
No.
wears flip flops.
No, bro.
I could never be that free.
No, never. I'm
could
so
never be
jealous.
that free.
Like, I'm not foot phobic to the point where if I see somebody else's feet, I'm like, ugh. But like, if I'm barefoot for extended periods of time, I'm like, I need to put socks on.
Yeah, no, like I feel disgusting. Like I sleep in socks. I'll admit that.
I
Soon.
take them off.
That's fine, bro.
You
said
gotta
it sucks.
breathe.
No, that's good.
Nah,
but
man,
listen,
I'm comfortable with
listen,
my
man.
socks.
This is a no judgment zone, dude. This is a no judgment zone. What was I gonna say? I think it's an efficiency thing. Like everybody's been at the bar, everybody's been at a party or a situation where shit gets wild and liquid starts flying.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, if you get
Can
beer,
we,
if you get beer on your toes,
Can we touch on that?
Yeah, bro, you can touch on that shit.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? No, so
What do I mean?
I think he meant alcohol when he said liquid start flying.
baby oil.
Baby oil.
No.
Listen, we've
See,
all
I took
been
it
to the
another
Diddy
route,
parties.
No, so I think if I was out there raw dogging it in my sandals and my flip flops, I think I'd be good up until the point where number one, beer hit my feet. But dude, if you get a sugary drink on your feet, bro, that's fucked up.
You have
It's
some
sticky,
sweet.
man.
You have some sweet
you,
feet, dude.
You get like a Truly on your feet, and you're out for the night, bro. I feel like you.
But think of how quickly you could rinse off. Imagine if that truly got spilled.
not when you're in the
on-
bar though, bro. If you're like in the bar, you're gonna be like, man.
No, literally go to the sink, just like hit the 1 foot hop and soak it, dude. Flip flops are total freedom.
Actually, well, that's actually true. If you were to
Dude,
go
if
to
you
the
get your
restroom,
if you get it
Too.
spilled on like a normal shoe, you're sticky fi life, dude.
But I'm gonna be honest. Of all the bars I've been into, the bar bathrooms are pretty fucked up. Like you
Dude,
walk
the
in there,
wheel.
there's a broken like stall. Somebody's ripping the door off. It's sticky as hell.
Every bathroom's got their maintenance to it,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Like there's room to improve on. I like to
Certainly.
think that most of the bars in Bowling Green have decent ones. Obviously,
That's good.
there's a few outliers.
I mean, all it takes is just one dude being like, I don't like how nice it is in here, just ripping the paper towel dispenser.
You'd actually be surprised how common that occurs.
For sure. Dude, definitely just
Testosterone,
like,
bro.
No, it's literally just it's a
It's-
confidence thing.
it's misplaced testosterone, certainly. They're like,
that.
Yep.
they're like getting like a weird like, you should like find a wife
big
or
green-
something,
big
and they're
green
like,
goblin
huh?
mask.
What's that sound? I don't know. I'm pissed off. Yeah,
Well, like they just like they flirt with one chick and it does not land, and they're like,
my life is over.
you know what, bro? Those fucking hinges look weak on that stall. Dude, I wish I had a Green Goblin mask talking.
He's not
to me.
far off. He's not far off. That is typically how it goes. Yeah, it's just like, dude, I could like so break that right now. Dude, really? Can you?
I saw that happen at your
Like
guys'
to see
prom.
it happen.
Yeah. I thought we were like touching that the whole time.
Yeah.
I thought we were tapping on that.
Those hinges look really weak. On
There
that.
is a
Dude,
fly.
that bitch is
There
weak
is
as
a
fuck,
fly.
bro.
Shoe.
W save though. W save.
5 sure.
I think that was really believable.
Listen, man, he saved
I mean,
himself.
He sold me.
He had like size 17 shoes or something.
And he's a really big guy. That guy, that's mass. Mass moves mass.
You
That's
catch
true.
a wallop with a size 17 basketball shoe.
I mean, like if he got like really that like freaked out by a fly.
That could take like a Kia Forte door off for sure, let alone a bathroom stall.
Well, dude,
in a high
you
school
think
bathroom.
about it. You think about like elephants get afraid of mice. He could just pull that shit out. He'd be like, bro, that fly was scary as shit, bro.
It was on
That's
the
true.
farm.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
dude,
there's a couple flies out there.
he
right?
could have underlying trauma of like.
really big fly.
Dude, he was like, I was showing a cow one time and a fly
Killed it, dude.
A fly went on my cow and it kicked me in the nuts, dude. I got scared. No, I don't know. It's no, that's good, dude. I think college bars, dude. If you were like comfortable, for me, it's like if I'm gonna hang out in a setting like that, the peak experience is when I know there's like no stress outside of it. Like if I got like no school stress, no work stress, like dude, this is like a peak weekend. Memorial Day tomorrow. We love America. We love our veterans.
True that. Shout out all the soldiers.
But like if I was
Shout out my baby mamas.
Shout
True.
out the baby mamas.
if I was to
Is
like
your baby mama a soldier?
No. Shout out my barber.
hell yeah, bro.
Is your barber a soldier?
No.
Well shit, bro.
We
Well,
need-
dude, he's saying
Shout out.
in memorial to his barber, in memorial to his baby mamas. No,
That's true.
They're dead to me.
What?
dude, streets
The
killed
baby
me.
mamas?
They're dead to me.
The Screets took them?
Memorial. Like
Bro, you gotta
memorial.
dap 'em up,
Streets, they're dead to me.
The Screets killed me.
Dude, the funniest part about that video. The funniest part about that video
Hold
is
the camera.
the little black dude. That can be a thumbnail. The little black dude that like is laughing in her face as she says it.
That video is, in a way, completely mortifying, and I think that you find this often. Those women were trying to offer legitimate advice to these children. They're like, please stop being bad
Well,
boys.
that's true.
We were bad boys, and it was bad, and the kids are like...
No,
and then
that's
it
funny.
gets uploaded,
Meth
and
and
everyone's
all,
like,
yeah.
look at these idiots. It's like, dude, they're trying to help the kids. It sucks. It's unfortunate. It's just like, if you hit a level of cringe, it doesn't matter what you're
You
saying.
have to imagine, bro. The fucking like if you heard the streets killed me, you'd be laughing like that too, bro.
Yeah, which is so unfortunate because like the message is
The
good.
fit
I
was
see
hard,
what they're
though.
trying to
It's
do.
The fit, the stance,
The
all
fit
of
was
it.
hard,
You've
and-
got to
and-
give it to her. She just did not have anything going for her to be like, I would listen to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe it's sort of maybe that's a good thing if somebody's like that much of a vagrant visually, and you're like, all right, things have gone bad. They
Don't
look
call her
like
vagrant,
that.
bro. The fuck?
I said visually.
Oh.
She's a
Visually.
She's a vagrant.
Sorry, guys. I
visually.
missed that. My pineal
You seeing
gland
that?
is
Yeah.
calcified.
You see somebody in like the hot Cheetos pajama pants at Walmart, and they're like, "I messed up." You're like, "All right, I believe you." You
I
know.
believe you.
If you see like a homeless guy wearing a suit, you're like, "Yeah, get out of here, fancy homeless guy."
I wonder where the scale like starts though. Like if you like we're in Walmart
Mm-hmm.
and you see a chick with like the Cookie Monster pajama pants, I wonder how deep of a thing could she say to you, and like how much could you reject it just because of her appearance? I think it's a pretty wide scale. I think if you could hear like some world changing advice,
I mean,
and you look at the Cookie Monster
it
pajamas.
would be deeply coded, but I think I don't think they're going to be like quoting Aristotle to you necessarily.
what if
but
they were?
I
be crazy.
you would have to take them up on that. But I think that you can glean a lot of stuff from that because they could say something that's just a personal experience of theirs, and I think you could extract a lot of meaning out of that. If they're like, "Man, don't ever let no guy named Juan knock you up," you'd be like,
I wasn't
much to
planning on
think
it.
about. Like,
Like, yeah.
what happened? You know, obviously there's an issue here. You know,
Obviously, we don't like this guy.
I'd
but,
be like, nah, I don't steal from this Walmart. They got too good of cameras. Be like, okay.
Now that's good advice though.
Yeah.
but-
I mean, that's like Skyrim NPC like quests.
Dude, I think Walmart cameras are freaky, bro. That's
Yeah.
like the military industrial complex.
I
in
give
there, bro.
every single Walmart a 1-star review at the end of my checkout just because they added the cameras to the self checkout.
Yep.
Yeah, what's that about?
Because I know that they have the facial database to be able to recognize I'm the guy giving them all the 1-stars. I've been doing this for 5 years. So at some point, they're going to confront me and be like, dude, why do you keep giving 1 stars and you come back here like every week for groceries? And then I'll be like, I have a list of demands. That would improve my experience.
That's good.
And
No,
I'm actually actively holding your guys' like stock profit hostage.
I like to think I'm actually taking them down, but my only demand would be one of the mobility scooters, but just a little bit smaller than everyone else's.
That's fire.
A little bit faster.
Other than that, completely identical.
Other than that.
Dude, I love that.
And I want to be able to bounce balls
like...
without being yelled at by Bobby's dad. Dude, Bobby's dad, shout out.
Dude,
Batman of Walmart.
Dude, Bobby's all that.
He's always there.
Bobby's in all my classes.
Really?
I go to college with him.
Heck yeah.
What a fucking
Dude,
legend,
shout out
dude.
Bobby. He has like 7 cars.
Bobby is one of my favorite friends ever, dude. That's a cool guy. Favorite Asian, probably.
Really?
Favorite Asian. Nah, every time I see him, I go, Bobby.
He's
Dude, Bobby and I are very similar, other than the fact that
His Asian?
Well, he's Asian, and his world.
There's some underlying things probably but
no, dude, Bobby and I are like very similar. His worldly possessions are way better than mine, bro. Like I
You have
will
a
never.
Honda Fit, dude. What does he have? Corvette?
Dude,
Mustang?
he's got some fire.
Hey.
He's got some fire. Bobby's cooking. That's true. But
dogs.
Cooking dog. I'm not that.
oh,
You went for it.
You should have.
I don't know. Well, it's too true because he's Korean and they still have. I'm guessing he's Korean, guys.
He might be.
I'm pretty
not sure.
advanced on like guessing people's races by looking at them for whatever
What
reason.
am I?
Your origin, like
What am I, bro? What percentage? What percentage black am I?
1.3%.
103% with a 3% margin of error.
Nice, bro.
Pound it. Yeah, but Korea still has an annual like dog eating like holiday. So that's too true.
I bet I've eaten dog before. Probably. I mean, I'm not happy about it.
Shout out China 88.
But dude, I've eaten a lot of Chinese food in my life. Guys, I'm not implying that Chinese eat dogs or that they cook dogs. But I think that there's a possibility that it's happened. Maybe not even from a Chinese restaurant. Maybe like McDonald's. I buy a quarter pounder. Buy into that bits and a dog. Dude.
Fun fact, there was a rumor, I think back in the 80s, that McDonald's was cutting their beef with like worms. So that's why they say 100% beef on their advertisements, because there's a popular rumor that's like they're 5% worms.
Nice.
5% worm.
Dude, let's talk about Walt Disney's Frozen, bro.
Yeah, they made the movie just so when you look up Walt Disney Frozen, you don't see that he's cryogenically stored.
Yep. Let's talk about the ice wall next.
Yeah, the Anunnaki. You want to touch on the
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki? Dude, okay. Of all the things I've done in my life that I don't have many regrets, but there's some things that if I could do it over, I probably just wouldn't do. One of them, when my grandpa was on his deathbed, I was explaining the Anunnaki to one of my cousins right in front of him, and he was like he had a stroke, and he was like, in a moment of lucidity, was like, he don't know what he's like. He's like, he doesn't know if he's coming or going.
Well, dude,
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, that's the thing with the flat earthers is they believe that there's like this elite alien race that separated us via the ice wall from our giant and giantess brothers and sisters that live beyond the ice wall. They're called the Anunnaki, so we're kind of stranded here right now. And the Nazi scientists were actually doing multiple explorations into the South and North Pole to try to break beyond the ice wall to go back to Agartha where the Anunnaki are.
Dude, I wish I was blonde.
Who fucking came up with this?
Huh?
This is just freestyle that? Like,
No, it's
No,
real.
that's all
It's
true.
This is
real.
a real thing.
Well,
Like,
it's not
people-
true, but it's
Colin
real.
talk about this?
Colin is not on Agartha levels.
Dude, but imagine if it was real. That'd be hilarious.
Dude, and
H.P. Lovecraft. He's not there yet. He's
what was
not
his
there
cat's
yet.
name?
Roger?
Something
Like that, yeah.
I think you can
something
spell
man.
it out of. Can't you spell it out of the word ginger? Right?
Maybe.
Is it that?
Yeah, that dash man.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
sick
yeah,
cat name.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing about Colin, I love how like wide-reaching conspiracy theories are, because like you get like Dark Lord Redditor with tinfoil hat, and then you get Colin, who's like legitimately probably an alpha male, because he's just jacked. Are you familiar with the Murph Challenge?
No.
It's I'm gonna mess it up. I think it's like 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 pull-ups, and like 1,000 squats, and then run a mile. And he's doing these like weekly.
What the fuck?
Right.
And like a little over half an hour. Just
Right.
Whoa.
alpha male, dude. For sure.
Right. Yeah.
Bro.
No. So got a lot of respect for this guy now.
Shout out Colin.
Shout
Yeah.
out Colin.
Yeah.
True. He's got a lot of
And he's
opinions.
like excellent at his job, which just presents a different level of aura. Like some of it's interesting when you make friends at work, because I consider us friends. If Colin doesn't consider me his friend, I might need a day of recovery, because that would be unfortunate.
Isn't that like always kind of crazy to really think about? Like the way that you perceive somebody doesn't always like equate to the way that they perceive you.
That is true.
And it doesn't even correlate with actual like reality either.
Yeah.
Because
no,
like
it's just a whole thing.
that's a whole phenomenon. Like out of the corner of your eye, you can like perceive somebody's like, nah, but then you look and they're just like, hello, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
You can't believe your own eyes, which is so weird. There's something in
It's
that
freaky,
in the
bro.
song
In the water,
Fireflies.
man. Oh.
You would not believe your eyes.
Dude, I fucking love that song.
Yeah.
It's good.
Owl
man.
City.
Owl City's fire.
Dude, I remember in Mark Kanapke's basement listening to that song and dancing.
Oh my god.
Remember how gay you were as a small boy? There's a video of me on YouTube dancing to the entirety of Moves Like Jagger, which is like a 4-minute and 3-second song. And I'm pretty sure you could actually see like an active like pee stain on my pants.
Oh, that's awesome.
man.
I was wearing like sweatpants and then just like a skin tight Under Armour shirt, and I'm pretty sure they were the same color.
Nice.
And I would
Oh,
do
yeah.
that twice a week at school once I was able to dress myself, because in the TV show Star Wars The Clone Wars, when they were showing the clone troopers like in the mess hall or whatever, they always had like Under Armour on, and it was the same color. Like there was the all gray and then there was the all red, so I'd rock that fit like twice
Oh,
a week at
hell
school,
yeah.
because I'm like,
I mean, that's kind of tough. Though.
I'm a clone
That
trooper.
is tough.
Dude,
That is kind of tough, though.
that's super tough.
I feel like you get a pass when you explain it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna.
you gotta let your freak flag fly occasionally.
That's
Every
true.
once in a while.
Oh, you got to, bro.
I think you should wear like that's a flag that you should just have like planted in the ground at all points. If you ask me.
Yeah,
If
I
you
agree.
got you got like passion like that stuff. Like yeah, for sure. Talk about that.
Yeah, like mentioning the Siege of Vienna multiple times. during
Right.
the best
Yeah.
man
Like
speech.
if that's your that's your bit, man. Like
Shout out, dude. Yeah, and then oh my gosh, dude, the NPC interactions that you'll have at a wedding are unlike anything
Oh,
else.
it's bad.
Oh
one of
my
my
God,
one of my
yeah.
dad's friends came up and he's like, "I liked your speech." I'm like, "Thank you." And he's like, "I had no idea what you were talking about with that war. You know, it was like you did that from the movie." And I'm like, "What movie?" And he's like, "God." Spent like 45 seconds in front of me making like old-ish guy thinking noises where he's like, yeah. And he's like, "We were soldiers, yeah." And I'm like, you ever watch that? And I'm like, I tried to make a joke. I'm like, "No, I haven't watched that. You know, I didn't feel like I was allowed to because I wasn't." You know, and he's like, "No, it's just about the Vietnam War." You know, a guy was talking, and I'm like, I think he thought I was talking about the Vietnam War, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about like Polish elite heavy cavalry during a siege in 1683.
I think
Well, that's why he
like
said I don't know what you're saying about that war. That's what he
Maybe,
said.
yeah.
sometimes you don't have to fully understand a joke to find it funny.
That's true.
I mean, it's clear that you're talking about some type of war, right? Whether they thought it was in
He's
very
also a
recent
soldier, shout
memory,
out.
or
Shout out
if it
Memorial
was
Day.
something that happened back in what?
Nah. Back in there.
Right,
We
like I
were
mean, like
soldiers.
as long as you like like the concept of it, right?
Dude, he's
Like, as long as you can kind of follow along.
I think my strat is if I don't understand something and there's laughter, like sometimes I'll watch Kill Tony, dude, and I'll hear somebody say a joke and the crowd starts laughing. I'm like, like, dude,
No, you can't do that.
you
You,
gotta
can't
fake-
NPC
No,
out.
you
got-
have to. You
no,
have to.
if the
Fake it
room
till
is
you make it.
laughing and you don't get it, you have to immediately start fighting people. That's the only way to regain independent consciousness. Because if someone's like, ha ha ha, and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's the only way to like regain like actual legitimate masculinity, I think.
Nah, dude, I fake
Dude, no,
that
that's
shit.
bug behavior. If you're like, ha ha ha,
No, the only
I'm
problem.
part of the pack. I'm part of the pack. Breed
No.
with me.
Yeah,
Breed with me.
To get Freudian with it.
the only bad.
Ooh.
Yeah. The only bad part is if you're in like a setting where you can be questioned. Like, dude, I would not do it on the TikToks where it's like, you get it, explain it, bro. Those are bad. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
dude, I love those. Like,
Barbecue chicken pizza, and like they start laughing. And he's like, explain it. And he's like, the Corvette and the barbecue, and they enter a state of absolute despair. Like, I mean, just agony. And it really would be. It would be just pure pain, pure cringe. But if you're in like if I'm like watching my computer screen, I know there's no shame in that. It's okay.
No, that's worse because you're just doing it alone. You're
No,
you're fitting in with a crowd that you're not even in.
Dude, if you're the crowd, if you set the standard, you're good, bro. If you
No, you're just alone. You're probably wearing headphones. You're just in your room going like, ha ha ha. Then you're gonna get in that TikTok situation because your dad's gonna be like, oh, Xavier, what are you laughing at? And be like, hi, the funny guy is on the screen.
Yeah, I mean,
and that'll be the extent you're able to explain.
The little man on the screen said something funny, but I don't understand it.
No, that's a problem, dude. Sometimes I'll laugh out loud, and I'll be like, I wonder if my parents are like in the living room, like what the like. I kind of laugh too loud sometimes. I'm like, oh god, it's kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe. Yeah, I don't know.
Nah,
I'm a loud laugher, but if somebody doesn't know why you're laughing, it's kind of cringe, you know. I feel like it's pretty cringe.
I have a roommate who has this really bad problem. I find it hilarious. Don't twist that. It's hilarious, but it is a problem nonetheless. He'll be on like TikTok or watching a show or something like that, right? And something funny will pop up. He will just bust out like laughing, borderline tears, and then just end with like, "Oh, that's hilarious." Then just go about the rest of his day like he doesn't know he's like saying it out loud. It's just like that is just him.
That's
like
hilarious.
it's seeping out in that
some
moment.
sort of like weird instinct where like previously someone's been like, "Are you okay?" Like, does he have a weird laugh where he has to be like, "That's hilarious." I was laughing.
No,
he doesn't have all that. It's just it's like I think he forgets sometimes that he doesn't just like live alone. But even if you were doing that while you live alone, like that's
worse because you're fitting in with a crowd that you're never gonna fit in because it's not like real or whatever.
Nah, bro. I got no shame. Like I've talked about this before on the podcast. I was telling these guys just now. Bro, I talk to myself constantly. I would talk to myself exactly like I'm talking to you guys, just talking in the car. Dude, I think that's I'm being dead serious. Dude, I have no shame either. Cuz you know where I think I got it? I think when I was a kid, I wanted to be a YouTuber. And so I wanted to record myself on like video games, okay? And so I found it so awkward to talk to a camera. Because I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? But then I'm like, okay, if I talk to myself constantly, then it'll work. So, dude, I talk to myself constantly, no shame, exactly like this. It's how I get my thoughts out there. It's true.
I would love to do that at work.
Well, yeah.
Like, oh man, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Just have like an AirPod in and just say you're like on the phone with somebody.
You have to,
like,
bro.
Are you on the phone?
That's the easiest way to do it.
No.
Well, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
my computer's still locked. It's 9 a.m. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, there was this one time I was on the phone at home and my mom asked if I was on the phone and I was like, no. And I put the phone back up to my ear and I just kept talking and she was like, what?
That's Aura.
I remember
I'm practicing.
I've been itching to like get a moment in public where I'm very clearly like just AirPods in, like there's no phone out, it's just the AirPods, I'm talking, and someone's like giving me a side eye, or like they like you can like tell that they're like, dude, is this guy like talking to me or not? And then like I can just like stare at them.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
There's been times I've been at the gym and on the phone with somebody, which is a weird move, I will admit. A lot of grunting going on, very animalistic. But
especially if you're like mid-set too on your own. Like, have you ever been on the phone and then you're just sitting there like, yeah, you know, but like that's what I was like, I was trying to get at.
Yeah. But like I was sort of mindful that like other people don't want to probably hear me talk, so I was doing it like, which probably made it worse.
Because I probably thought you were just insane.
Because I used to go to the gym before work, so it's like 4:15 in the morning, and I'm just like bench pressing like 75 pounds, and I'm just like,
I think that would fuck you up just because of the breath control. Like you're trying to, a big part of lifting is like making sure your breath is good, and you're trying to talk.
But if you only train under perfect circumstances, how will you ever know you're truly ready?
Oh, that's true. But like.
Wild way to look at it, actually.
That's why those guys like strap chains to everything they lift, because they're like, I need an offset load.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I was about to just say, like, whenever I run, like, in track, even just, like, in high school, like, shit like that, I would breathe to a beat of a song. Like, that was, like, what I would do. Like, I know that's, like,
Hot for Teacher.
That's fire, bro.
Like, what?
Hot for Teacher.
Is that a song?
Yeah, the beginning of the song, the drum is like... So you just...
No, I was thinking more like, I don't know what was popular back in high school. Like,
Black skinhead.
ZZ, Kodak Black or something like that. Like you can just like you have to have like a song that's like
the rhythm
like
of
inhale, exhale, like it's like that. Like you can like tap your finger to a song.
No,
That's something too. I stim like that.
Yeah.
There are moments in public where like
So
I'll just be
Frat's stim.
sitting there like instead of like tapping my foot or I don't know like any other normal fidget that's like modernized. Like you'll just see me like
Drawing
tapping my
my phone.
fingers going stupid, and then people will like stare at me, and then they'll be like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
I almost
I'm
got
just like, "Oh, sorry." Like you ever hear this? You ever hear "Nice for What" by Drake? Like follow along with me. Follow along with me.
Yeah, sometimes that is interesting seeing somebody do something like that, and then I'm like, I want to try to figure out what song. That's a fun game to play.
I think it'd be almost impossible on some
I
shit.
almost got in a fight
It's
with
hard.
an old man at Eldora because I was tapping my foot. I was like,
Really?
in the bleachers, I'm like, da, 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 you know, these cars like, I'm like, you know, I'm like kind of freaking out, so I'm not even paying attention that I'm tapping my foot a bunch, and there's just this old guy just full on purple McDonald's critter grimacing at
Oh,
me.
hell yeah.
And I'm not caring because I'm watching the race, not watching some guy tapping his foot because I'm a normal human being.
True.
Shout out that guy.
Shout out that guy.
Hell
But
yeah.
like Jackson was there, and he's like, I think that guy's staring at you, and I'm like, you know, and it's like, yeah, keep doing that, buddy. And I'm like, oh, and I thought he was talking about looking at him, so I looked back at the race, and Jackson's like, I think he wants you to stop, like, pumping your foot. I'm like,
How can you be that person by tapping your foot at a race where that's like the loud
it's
thing,
actively
Yeah,
yo?
like,
that's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
if that's what you're hearing and you can like
Like-
actively be that aware of someone just tapping their foot,
He's just pissed, bro.
like that can't be that big of a deal. Like that.
maybe. And you know, you're a budding psycho now, so I'd like to get your analysis on that. I have one of my various mental theories. I'm very into psychology books. One of my various theories is that when people crash out, it's gotta be 99% of the time not that. Like if someone's in the parking lot and like someone steals their spot and they're like, "Ugh, what the hell?" You know, they're not mad about them taking that
it's
parking
the
spot.
last
Yeah,
thing.
no,
bro.
It's gotta be like they like lost a game of World of Warcraft
Yeah.
You ever
like
hear
2
of
months
like
ago.
you ever hear of like water like the saying of water gets to a boiling point, right?
Yeah.
Like you can have that water on a pot on the stove, right? And it starts to boil, little bubble, and eventually like all those bubbling, that's like things that went wrong in a day, you know? You've got like lost that World of Warcraft game. Maybe they I don't know, got a coffee and they forgot like they put whipped cream on it and they didn't want whipped cream, you know? Now they're a little more annoyed. Trip on the sidewalk a little bit, stub their toe. I'd be a little pissed about that if I just had those other things go wrong about my day, and then I find out that someone took my parking spot. That might be the point where the bubbles are spilling over the pot, you know? Metaphorically, bubbles spilling over the pot, that's the crash out moment. Yeah, that's how that works. It's like fully how that stuff happens.
Yeah.
It ends up mother's calling.
You can
I'm gonna
step off.
sidebar
Yeah,
real
you can
quick,
step off
guys.
real quick. You're good.
Feel free to continue that. I'll
Scoot
pop
down
back
here
in when
to
I
the
can
team.
You're good,
find
man.
my window.
Hey. Yeah, watching people crash out is funny, but I feel like one of my glands is calcified. Maybe not my pineal, but to the point where like things, I don't know. Maybe it's like an ego thing, but I feel like I sort of deal with things better than other people. So like something will happen and I'll just be like, oh, okay, eat it, no matter.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, because the only time I think I've ever crashed out was actually against AJ in like 6th grade. We were like lightsaber fighting with the extendable plastic ones.
Yeah.
And I kept getting hit in the fingers, which was the worst.
That sucks.
And like I literally like picked them up and slammed them on the kitchen floor. But like other than that, you know, I don't feel like I crash out too much. I definitely think that I start to like wall up maybe where I'll just like go dim the lights a little bit and just be like,
yeah.
but
I don't know if I've ever really seen you angry. Like I think probably not, honestly.
you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I don't think I've ever really seen you like angry like that. Yeah, I can't really think about anything. Well, I'll tell you soon. No, but this guy and I used to do mixed martial arts training together. We used to do Muay Thai together, and we used to do Jiu-Jitsu together. And I don't know if I would really consider this a crash out, but I remember one time we were sparring, and I think maybe he like hit me a little too hard in the face somehow. Like it was completely on accident, I believe. But I was like, I had like an instinctual like
Kill this guy.
like kill this guy like thing. And I remember I like threw a big punch at you, and I remember you laughed. I was like, Because I think I missed. I think I did miss. I don't know if I pulled it or not, but I like remember I threw like a big right, like a sweeping right, and I could hear you laugh. Like you knew I was ticked. But I don't really crash out a whole lot. I don't think. I think I'm pretty good at like dealing with stuff. I think your thing is like you're very disciplined. Like you get shit done. You are very like you're pretty busy because you work a lot. But I think and I don't know how much like extracurricular stuff you're in right now, but you've always been good at like taking on a lot of stuff at once, like school, sports, like church activities, stuff like that. So I'd say you're pretty disciplined for the most part. So but yeah, man, crash outs, I think that's universal human behavior, man. I think
Did we really stuck on that entire time when I was gone?
Well,
Yeah,
I was
bro.
talking about the one time I think the only legitimate crash out I ever had was against you when we were lightsaber fighting in the kitchen, and I picked you up and slammed you on the ground.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was a moment where I was like, holy shit, that felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I know you guys. Did you explain it?
Yeah, and like kept getting hit in the fingers. And I'm like,
And it's like it may not have been my intent to do it, but like shit, whenever
Yeah,
it finally like the result, the end result being me on the ground, picked up by you, thrown down, was a little like, how'd we get here?
Jarring.
Like, how'd we get here? Like,
yeah.
I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
It is interesting to see
Do we
like.
need to talk about it? Like,
Can we talk
good
about
now?
no, I mean,
Like-
that was 6th grade playing with lightsabers. We're a little bit past that. We're 22. We've upgraded
we
from lightsabers.
we laugh at
Yeah,
Tony
we, like,
alone in
now-
our rooms now. Dude, I am kind of an NPC, low key. Like,
You need to break out of the walls, dude. I think you're close.
dude, I think I need to. I need to bourdain it. I need to like. I think next summer. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna like let the chains go completely. I'm not gonna like become a free spirit, right? But I think
Flip flops.
This
sure.
Well, dude, flip flops.
We can do flip flops this
I
summer.
feel like it's a progression. It's a progression. You can't
Yeah.
just start that point. Like
Yeah.
I know, like the best way to learn to swim is just jump in the water, but like maybe don't quite go.
Yeah. No, dude, I think I'd be very like. I think I'd have a lot of fun at a college bar. But you're right. I think I would be like very like intimidated at first. I'd be because there's like nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm not a huge drinker anymore anyway. So I'm like I kind of feel out of place anyway. So I'd be like, I would really have to be mentally like, okay, I got no stress right now. I got no work stress, no school stress, and I'm in the mood to drink. Okay, let's go kick it. Like
Yeah.
that's got to be me. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's I was thinking about this yesterday. I don't know what the term is. This is a pivot. There's like I think it's a Japanese term. Shmo, you might know this. It's like every year you do like one super hard thing a year, and I don't know what. There's some term for it, and it's like
Resolution, like your New Year's resolution.
it's kind of like a Japanese New Year's resolution of some kind. But they'll like people will be like, okay, my life is kind of hard.
I will finish a bottle of tequila in one
Yes,
sitting.
yes.
In
I
one
will do
sipping.
it.
I will do Edward 40
I
hands.
will finish a Capri Sun in one suck. I can and I will do it.
Dude, you have to. No, but I think
I feel like I could.
we've done
Never
like
have been able to.
I've done MMA in the past, or like training for MMA, I should say. I want to commit to myself next year. I think next year is a good goal, because like at this point, if I were to like train,
I won now. I won now.
I won
it now.
If I trained to like do it,
UFC reference.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Vanderlei
this is-
Silva.
We're getting
Yeah.
niche again.
And
We're
Chael
getting niche.
Sonnen.
yeah. So I think if I were to train right now and like with the intent of doing an MMA fight by the end of the year, I'd probably go get my ass kicked, right? But I think if I start till the end of the year now and do like a mid-year amateur fight, I think that's something where I truly have to commit to it, and I have to do, like I can't cheat myself out of practice. I can't do this. Like,
Are you planning on like taking classes again, or are you
Yeah.
just gonna? Okay.
Yeah.
If you're just like garage, dude,
Yeah.
dude, I could totally get this. That you're just like CM punking,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to punch people like this.
dude,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I would be scared of that. So like, the footwork. One of the funniest things about the CM Punk like fight is if you guys go look up CM Punk UFC. One of the most the funniest things about the fight, in my opinion, is he does like this super fast shuffle, immediately gets taken down and just gets the shit beat out of him, right? But you can tell his intention was, okay, I'm gonna go out fast and I'm gonna punch this guy. But you watch it in replay and you're like, okay, this guy shuffled. He was not expecting the takedown. That's something
Just
I'm
going
scared
out there
of.
crab style.
Like I'm scared I would rush out there too quick and I would pull a CM Punk.
That's the spooky thing about amateur MMA too, because like I went to an MMA amateur thing as a viewer, and like seeing the guys there, I was like, dude, I would destroy these guys. Like the guys with like 0-0 records going against each other. I'm like, I could take both of these dudes at once, because I was just like 2 months out of training at that point. So like I still had it, you know. I'm like, I could destroy these guys. And then there was one dude. Oh my gosh.
Scary as hell.
Also 0-0 record going against this other guy, and they are having like a war, and it's like, put me against either of those guys right now. No, thank you. So like amateur MMA, you know, 0-0. Yeah, you know, Sean O'Malley was 0-0 at one point.
That's
you know,
what I think about too.
Brock Lesnar was 0-0 at one point. You know, are you fighting Brock Lesnar? Or are you fighting? Because like half the dudes there didn't even have a gym or anything, and I think the guy who was really good, I think he was just like a good wrestler out of high school sort of thing. So it's like you could fight somebody who goes to a gym and sucks.
Yep.
You could. I mean, Justin Gaethje didn't start actually training MMA until he had like 7 amateur MMA fights.
Knocking like people's lights out.
He's like, I should learn how to fight. And it's like, all right, you know, are you looking to fight? He's like, I have a 7-0 record.
Yeah.
It's like
all knockouts.
Yeah. So that's the only spooky thing, is you might end up getting like a really dubious matchup, especially at your weight. Because
I know. Yeah.
Listen, unless you're heavyweight, you have to be like 3% body fat.
Yeah.
If you're not shredded, any weight class under heavyweight,
Weight bully.
it's all just wasted mass.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. If you're like 135 weight class and you're chubby, you're screwed.
Cooked.
You're gonna go up against a guy 3 inches taller than you with like a 16 pack. You know,
that's true.
So definitely something that needs to be taken super seriously.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I think you could do it.
Yeah.
I had the same philosophy when I was training. I'm like, dude, just give me one fight.
Yeah.
But you know, now I recognize, you know, maybe that's behind me. I would love to get back into it. We'll see what happens. But,
my big fear is that I would like get fucked up somehow. Like it would not be worth it to do the one fight. Like I go in there and break my nose or some bullshit. And it's
yeah, nose would be fine.
Well,
and,
nose
and
would
the
be,
limbs, you gotta.
Well, limbs, like a broken arm, yeah, that would suck. But like, or like brain damage from being choked out, something, because my dumbass would probably not choke. Like I wouldn't.
Not
have,
that. I mean, one fight
getting
is not,
knocked out's bad. Yeah.
One fight's not going to do anything like that to you unless it's like a limb breakage, and that's the thing too with the amateur is like, if I lose and get terribly injured, how does this affect my ability to work? But if you think that while you're fighting,
that's the problem.
You're never gonna win.
Yeah. So, but I think
you can't fight to not lose. You have to fight to win.
That's true. Yeah, I think my big thing would be the cardio right now. Like I think.
Dude, no, you're sending me Snapchats. You're running like 4 miles in half an hour. Your cardio is not that chopped, dude.
I think long term it's okay, but like if I were to get in a fight, like, because I'll shadow box sometimes. So just like I talk to myself, guys, I will shadow box from time to time, and I'll do like a combo. I'll be like,
dude, I was dancing last night. I used to be a cardio queen, but like
dude,
last night,
fire,
last night I was dancing the Cotton Eye Joe. There were 3 people on the dance floor. I was one of them, obviously, and I was doing the actual dance to it.
Yeah.
And then, like, the 2 other people were, and then they stopped. They just started doing whatever, and I'm like, I'm going to do whatever, too. So I started doing, like, the hillbilly dance, and I was, like, kicking my legs up, like, above my head on each side, and then I stopped, and I was like...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been there.
Dude, I used to be a cardio queen, dude. I would go through the entire, like, MMA, like, 2.5 hour thing and be like...
Yeah,
let's... What do you want to do, Xavier? You want to go get Kroger sushi and body armors?
Yeah. Dude, that was fire. No, I think for me, it'd be, I don't know, like I would want to do it. I think, because I got a lot of extra body fat right now. I'm cool with how I look in clothes. And honestly, man, I'm pretty cool with how I look in general. But I would love to cut off, like, all the extra fat. Like, all the extra skin. Not like 3% body fat, but let's say, like...
You should do it.
Like 9 to 10. But
you should do it.
But dude, if you're not single-digit body fat at least once in your life.
Yeah. But if I were to, like, cut to, for example, like, I'm, like, 200 walk around right now, like, whatever diet, whatever the fuck I want, I could realistically easily get to 185 and fight at 185 and be fine. Probably pretty cut. But, like, if I was really to take it to the extreme and fight at, like, 170, and just like get in there and fuck some shit
No,
up,
dude, you can't.
I'd be so cut though.
You cannot do that aggressive a weight cut for amateur MMA.
Yeah, no, but I would do it like over like a year and a half. Like it wouldn't be like I would like go the rest of the year, get to probably like 180, and then I would do like 2 months to 170, walk around like 180, 175 for like the whole time, and then if I get my shit kicked in, at least I'm 170, and I'm like, okay, all the fat's gone. Now we can just live like a healthy life. But I think that'd be good. Obviously, you can do weight loss outside of MMA.
No.
I think it'd be just fun to do the one like really hard thing per year, and I might go in there and it's the easiest shit ever. Or
that's true. You can knock the dude out in 30 seconds, then be like, all right, what's harder than this? And it's like time to go to flight school. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know how people.
But that's a next year thing. That's a next year.
That's true.
You already did your hard thing.
No, you didn't do your hard thing for the year because you knocked the dude out instantly. You're like, crap, I gotta find something hard
but
to
like,
do.
okay, so then like, how would you define those like restrictions to it, right? Like, let's say that it was the hard thing for you come January 1st, right? And then you get to it, you do it in like, I don't know, mid-April.
Yeah.
Find out that it was super easy. You picking another one?
Yeah.
You
and
pick
I guess,
another? Do you
and
pick
I guess,
another? Because like that was your hard thing for 4 months.
Yeah, I don't think so because the fight, like we say, okay, I could go in there and knock the guy out. I could also go get in there with like a state level wrestler who wrestled in high school, never stopped wrestling, takes me down, puts me in a Kimura, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm screwed. Or I could go in there and knock the guy out. I think a good example is like running. Like for example, I've been running. I've been doing like 4 miles at a time. But in my mind, I'm like, how in the hell do people even do half marathons? How? Because I have friends who can run 4 miles in their sleep. I mean, like no endurance at all. I get to the 4th mile or like 3.7. Like that's like the end. That's how far it is. I mean, that would be the hard thing for me. Is like, okay, I have to do what I've been doing times 6. Like that seems impossible to me right now. Now, obviously, you could like walk or jog at a certain point, but I think you got to judge it like that. Like you have to have a reference. Like the MMA thing, you would train your ass off for like however many months, weight cut for like a month or whatever, and then if it's a good result, that's great. I don't think I'd pick another one though.
I would say, I guess, if your training goes as it ought, the fight is the easy part.
For sure.
Yeah. The hardest part should definitely be your training. Because, like, for, like, cross-country or whatever, it's like, how long you're running a 5K. It's like, all right, how long are we running today? 10 miles. Why? And it's like, to make the race as easy as possible, Dude,
I'm putting some freaking deodorant on. This hoodie is making me fucking smell. I'm sorry. I feel like AJ's probably like, dude, this.
You smell mogging him, dude.
I'm good. I'm sorry, guys. Summer me.
Dude, I hope you can't smell me because I can smell me. So.
I have to pee, but I will leave a good inspirational moment I had at work on Friday. I was walking back in from the shop to go pee, and weird closed loop there. But
circle moment.
I saw one of the technicians, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Good, how's it going out there?" And I'm like, it's kind of hard right now, but I believe in myself. And he's like, "Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do." And I'm like, dang it, now I have to think about stuff while I'm peeing. It's supposed to be like, now,
That's true.
thing, but totally got me, dude. Shout out Tyler Earhart.
What time are we at?
We're probably hitting an hour.
An hour and 21 minutes.
I was going to say, I figured we were above it, yeah.
Yeah, no, we are.
I think we could probably close it out fairly soon because, like I said, we just fucking riffed, dude. We just picked some shit and
I understand.
go for it.
Yeah, I kind of want to bounce off that, actually. I went on a hike whenever I was in Tennessee for my Frat's formal, right?
Yep.
Great time, had a blast. But the hike itself, that was a fun little bit here. One of my buddies, two of my buddies, took shrooms. One of them was throwing up, all right? They were doing the nature hike, tripping on shrooms.
Yep.
One of them's throwing up. And this dude's walking by, like this guy's coming from the top. He was already at the peak of it all, like where we wanted to get to by the end of the hike, right?
Yep.
And I'm in the front, I'm leading the pack, didn't know my buddy was throwing up. I turn around and I'm like, oh shit, like this guy's in hell. Like he's posted up on a tree and it's just orange splash, right? And I tell this guy who's walking by, I'm like, dude, man, like, how's it going? How is it up there? He's like, oh, it's going great. Beautiful. Sun's out. Like, it's so worth the walk. Like, you guys are going to love it.
Yeah.
How are you guys going? Like, how's it going for you guys? And I'm like, I'm great. I'm great. He's doing good. She's doing good. That one back there, he's not okay. And he's like, oh, man, like, you know, I've been there. And he gets up behind him. He pats him on the back. He's like, give it back to Mother Nature, brother. Like, that's a full circle moment right there. That's circle of life, baby. And he just kept it pushing. That single-handedly pivoted that hike for us.
Oh,
That was something funny there. Yeah, like, for sure.
That's badass, dude. I love hiking. I love being out in nature. I've talked about this. It's like, I don't know if I've talked about it on here. But you get, like, our world is so full of dopamine. It's kind of crazy. I can say I'm addicted to the phone. It's a very unhealthy relationship. But it's in the world we live in, like, you know, people will watch sports. People will...
I've soiled my shirt.
People will watch, like, sports, or they'll, you know, go out and drink, or they'll, you know, play video games.
Do the Pledge of Allegiance the entire time.
And
the rest of the...
I think...
I can, like, cover you up like a mom in, like, the car, you know what I mean?
Like, one of my most enjoyable experiences of last year, or... Yeah, Milsom West was last year, right, when I went?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, one of my most enjoyable experiences of last year was, like, completely dopamine free. I would say, like, we went to Milsom West. We were in, like, Pennsylvania, in the middle of the woods, just, like,
playing airsoft, baby.
Playing airsoft. Straight. And it was, like, one of the intermittent periods. Hell yeah, bro. It was, like, one of the intermittent periods, and, like, we were just, like, sitting at our camp, and I literally was just, like, cross-armed, eyes closed. I see, like, the sunshine coming through the foliage, and I'm just leaned up against a tree. I'm like, there's no video game that can beat this. Like, sometimes you just get out there and you, like, feel the sun on your face. And you're like, man, I'm human. I'm good. And that's what life's all about, man. I think that's what you should go seek. That's why I want to go travel and shit. I want to, like, just go experience new cultures. I want to go eat some crazy-ass food. Experience some weird customs. Maybe get a few crazy tattoos.
Some dishonest cuisine.
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I think it would be a lot of fun. I also think, like, for me personally, I like, that's my end goal. Like, I want to be able to travel the world and all that stuff for sure. But I also think that there's a step below it that you can take originally, right? Like, right now, like, I'm not able to afford trips around the world yet.
I can't
so
either.
like, I can sit here and I can make my 2-hour drive to and from college, back home to college, right? Like, I can do that just fine. But I can see things along that drive. I can find beauty in everything just every day. Like, if you really tell yourself that life is beautiful right then and there, like, you will be able to find something to appreciate.
For sure.
Last night, I was just the sunset. It was just, like, it was very pretty. There was, like, a white picket fence. There was, like, a nice pretty tree, and then a house across the street. Sun was orange. I was like, yeah, this is pretty. Take a photo of it. Yeah. You can't really beat that. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Like, sure, everyone wants to go to, like, go on a big hike, go up a huge hill down in, like, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, somewhere. Like, you want to go to every national park, stand atop the Grand Canyon or something like that. You know what I mean?
Pictures
like,
of your tan legs on a beach if you're a lady.
Something like that, for sure. Like, everyone wants to do that, but, like, there's so much more out there, too. I think even just minimal things in life are beautiful, right? Like, you can sit here and take a walk, down just like a normal strip in like a normal town, right? And you're gonna find something that's like, oh, that's cute, that's pretty. Like, go to like a coffee shop and you'll be like, damn, the way this like sun's coming in here right now, peeking through and hitting my coffee cup, that's aesthetically pleasing. It itches my brain, that's beautiful. Like, there's something to smile about here in life, right? Little things every day people take for granted, but like, if you can tell yourself, like, you can like tell yourself to find something pretty about life one time every day, you're gonna realize
gotta look up at the clouds. That always gets me, dude. I'll just be driving and I'm like,
dude, it's surreal. Yeah, bro.
Dude, and I'm so little. I have so little to worry about. Who am I kidding, dude? I have so little to worry about, and I mess it up, dude. Come on. I gotta do better than that. Imagine being in control of all of this stuff. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Count every car that drives by when you're sitting there on the road, and then you'll realize after a certain point that you just don't want to fucking do it anymore because you're that, like, minuscule in the grand scheme of everything. Like, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Keep your head up.
Yeah, dude. No, life is fucking amazing, bro. Like,
pick your head up, King. Your crown is falling.
You got more, dude. We've been talking about the economy, conspiracy theories, all that bullshit, man. Life is beautiful. People are beautiful. Relationships are beautiful. Schmut talked about the freak flag fly, bro. Freaks are beautiful. It's great.
Sometimes.
Shrooms are beautiful.
Huh?
Yeah, you missed that part.
You missed that part.
Yeah,
we were shrimming out,
did
dude.
like a full circle moment here whenever you said, like, you had your full circle piss moment. I talked about a full circle moment from this dude on a hike when my buddies were tripping on shrooms.
A little psilocybin silliness.
Yeah, no, Moral of the story was pet the guy who was throwing up, who took shrooms on the back. This random stranger coming down from the top of the hill. He was like, "It's full circle moment, man. Get back to Mother Nature. It's just circle of life, baby." Just kept moving.
Powerful NPC.
Powerful
interaction.
NPC.
No, that's
interaction.
fire though. Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Life's short. Do hard drugs.
No.
No, you should. You actually should.
No.
Dude,
What'd you say earlier? Like, do
No,
the dumb shit in the 20s,
Dude,
right?
no, don't.
I actually
No.
think you should. I really do.
No,
think
you gotta
I
regulate,
think,
dude. Warren G.
yeah.
Regulate.
Nah, bro, you should.
I was
not.
joking. I can't tell if we're joking anymore.
Warren G. Regulate, dude.
Nah,
Do
dude,
not-
I'm all for it, bro.
You need to be as
I don't do it, but I'm all for it.
no.
I think
You
should
need
do
to
it.
be as disciplined as possible because that leads pathways to like actual progress. You know, like
yeah.
all the beautiful cathedrals that were built before they had like even a drill, dude. You know, like you talk
Alcohol's been
about
around for a minute, man.
talking about taking stuff for granted and stuff. Like, dude, they didn't even have tape measures back then. But
That's
then,
true.
like, you look at all the beautiful cathedrals that dot France and stuff, and it's like if they were like, yeah, you know, whatever. But you gotta be like, brick here, brick exactly here, brick exactly here. Like, I think about that because, you know, one of my, I'd say like on the lower end of stuff, hobbies is painting, and like, I'll be like, dude, I'm just not like right now patient enough for this because you know you look at a beautiful painting and you're like, wow, how did they do that? And then if you like watch somebody make that painting, you'll probably like want to blow your brains out because they're like,
forever. Yeah.
it needs to be exactly like this with like a pencil. It needs to be exactly like this. It needs to be exactly like this. So any of the beautiful stuff you see, you know, it's like taking it for granted. Dude, the process behind all that stuff probably sucks so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
whatever, man. That's why you got to build discipline because it's like even if it's as simple as like, I'll wash the dishes later. It's like, nah, you got to do them now because then
Yeah.
you'll run into something that's not the dishes. You got to Mr. Miyagi it, dude. Wax on, wax off. Because
That's true.
at some point, some other white karate master is going to try to hurt you and you got to hurt him back real good.
Maybe not quite to that extent, yeah. But
I'd say.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be Will Smith's kid.
Can we talk about the economic and political state of the world right now?
Dude, that might be the cringiest video.
Well, the worst part about it is when the guy goes, bro.
Yeah. Alright,
Talk about a yes man.
Yeah, seriously, bro.
you gotta carve your own path, but also you gotta stick to that path. You can't just like be bouncing around because that's how you end up like gambling addiction, like weird, like skinny fat 30-year-old guy. There's once you hit 30, like
Mildly racist.
there's an 80%
Yeah.
chance that you turn into a bug once you hit 30. Because like
True.
it's so weird, like the small town thing of like seeing people get married and then the guy just like and then like the girl stays the same and it's like what's going on and he's like, dude, did you see the game last night? I just love drinking beer. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's your life? What are your hobbies? And it's like, watch TV. And it's like, oh my gosh. This is
Yeah,
so
it
weird.
is.
You can't let yourself become a bug, guys.
You can't.
It's okay to watch TV, but you cannot just sit there and get like fly swatter zapped by that stuff. It's horrible. If you're just like completely tuning out to stuff like that, like one thing that I can't stand, personal huge pet peeve with TV specifically, is background noise. Like if there's a TV on and no one's in the room watching it, I have to turn it off.
No,
dude.
I
I'm
like that. I like that.
No.
I like that background
Dude,
noise. Dude.
no, you're on the NPC, guy.
No, bro.
You need to bucket, dude. You
No.
can do it.
You
You
need a
carve
bucket,
your-
dude.
you
You
need
need
a
a
bucket.
bucket, dude.
You can bucket, dude. I believe in you.
No, I love that. I mean, I don't generally do it because I never watch TV. But like, if I'm like in my house and I'm like in my room doing something, and there's like a TV going on in the other room, I'm like, you know, it feels good. It feels familiar. I like it. I'm not like actively thinking about like, oh shit, like what TV is like I'm not like actively thinking about what it is, but
That's what I'm saying is a bad thing.
I don't think it's a
If
bad
you're just like getting completely subliminally like hit with some stuff and you're not even like knowing you're a part of it, you know, that's
yeah.
that's kind of bad, you know, because if they're like
Kind of bad, you know.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can't measure the effects because it's subliminal. You know, you can't know
Yeah.
what to truly attribute to whatever input that you're getting. But like, if you're just like unknowingly consuming something, I'd say outside of like you can remove all context from that, but just simply consuming something you're not aware you're consuming is bad. You know, if you're
Yeah.
getting roofied at a bar, bad. If you're like getting propagandized, that's bad. If you know, so like anything.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
If there's like weird music playing and you're like, I wonder what this is, and they're like, and I sold my soul, and I'm evil. And it's like on some level, you're like downloading that in your consciousness, and you're probably gonna have a weird dream. Be like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's real.
That
That is
is
a
real.
real thing that
So
happens.
you gotta very consciously consume. Like it's okay to be big into a TV show. If you're like, dude, did you see Game of Thrones? It's so cool. On some level, that's kind of bug behavior, but everyone needs something. Not
Everyone
everyone's
needs something.
not everyone's
I
hobby
think bug
could
behavior's Breaking Bad, personally.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
dude,
know
that's
some
fire.
people would disagree with that.
yeah.
Probably both of y'all in here would disagree with that.
I never finished it.
Yeah,
I never
okay,
fin-
so wait, no, you're with me. Then.
I never finished it,
A little
but I
bit.
did
You're
enjoy.
with me too.
I did
like,
enjoy
I think it's
the
bug behavior, like being
Yeah.
able to like
Yeah.
sit there and just only like everyone. There are I pivot. My fault.
You're good,
All
bro.
good. Lock in, dude.
You're good.
I think one
Me
thing
too.
that really pisses me off is that people think that there is so much objectivity when it comes to forms of media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like songs are like there's only X amount of perfect songs, X amount of perfect films, shows, pieces of artwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, get that out of here. Like that doesn't make any sense at all. Like there can be shows that are one of the most poorly written, like dog shit material things ever, but they may have like one of the best episodes of television that I've ever watched.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like a movie can be objectively just like renowned as one of the best things ever, and I'm sitting here and it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like I like the way that this other movie did it.
Yeah,
better.
no, dude.
Like,
All those like top 10 movies of all time suck because like the
Yeah.
number 3 will be like a French movie from 1944, but
And
it's
it's
just
like-
like an old man eating an apple, and you're like, the hell does this even
like
mean?
what are we doing? Like it to me, some of the most like the best forms of media, in my opinion, are people who are trying to break that mold of like what is expected. You know,
As long as you don't edge
Like-
too far into the performative art.
right? Exactly that. Like I think there's a level of creativity that makes something just better. You know,
Yeah.
like whenever you realize that like an idea is truly original in and of itself, like you're not just one of those guys who's like, oh, I want to be a rapper, and then he like copies the exact same
Lil
flow as another
Tecca,
one. You know
Lil
what I mean?
Tecca when he's in the Genius interview and he's like, I got 2 twin Glocks, and he's like, I don't have any guns. And he's like, drive a Ferrari, I don't have my driver's license. Like that. I think you need to consume intentionally, and I think especially you need to create intentionally, because as a creator, you're maybe sending some weird subliminal stuff. I mean, we're just talking, but like even this, you got to watch out, because if you like joke like, hey, murdering people is cool, someone's downloading that or their kid hears it, and it's like, dude, you might just like completely like ding, somebody's trajectory in life unintentionally. So you need it from a creator's perspective, absolutely, and that's why I don't really paint that often, because I'm like, what am I even doing? Because that always messes me up, because like if you go to Goodwill, they have a whole thing, like a pile of paintings, and you're like, dude, all of these are beautiful. Like it's just a guy standing on a bridge, and it's like some grandma made this, and it's like, dude, it's beautiful,
Like
and it's just sitting
Fuck.
here. Yeah, and then I'm here like,
you're trying to like just Bob Ross that shit, and you're like, how do they do this? Like, how do
and it's like, dude, I know how they do it, and for some reason I'm like, nah, I'll do it my way, I'll figure it out. But yeah, man, I don't know. What would you say your primary hobbies are here?
primary hobbies, like
in this
just
time.
in this current time. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
the type of person that needs music all the time. I have a lot of unreleased stuff that I just download. Like one of my favorite hobbies is going through like an artist's just unreleased category and downloading it onto my Apple Music. That's my big thing that I do. I like having just a very wide range, like having every single bit of music that like I can get my hands on, because I truthfully will have music in my ear at all points throughout the day unless I'm actively in a conversation with somebody else. Like if I am doing homework, it's a certain vibe of music. If it's nice out and I'm driving, it's a certain vibe of music. If it's bad outside and I'm inside, like there's a certain vibe of music.
So
Like,
you're a playlist.
I'm a very
wizard,
like
for sure.
I'm a playlist wizard with that for sure. But I'm also like one of those guys that just appreciates albums for what they are. Like some of the best albums that I've listened to aren't like just like a underground kind of thing. Like some happen to be, some are really nice like that, but a lot of them are some like mainstream shit. Like I really do enjoy listening to Graduation by Kanye West. I know we aren't really allowed to like the guy right now, but like, separating the art from the artist before the artist was a terrible person isn't such a bad thing in my eyes. I mean,
I don't know, man. I saw a guy at my mom's graduation. She got her master's in social work. Shout out. Shout out my mom. But there was a guy, in the crowd, and he had a Michael Jackson shirt on. And it's like, I don't know, man. Wearing a shirt with the face of a pedophile.
What?
Kind of gnarly
No,
behavior.
bro, that's fake.
I don't know, man. I'm Michael Jackson may have just like people can twist the truth.
I don't think he did.
There's a narrative that
Nah.
people, you know how easy it is to get false narratives pushed out.
Listen, man, this was a grown man taking like duo vacations with like Macaulay Culkin when he was like 8.
Yeah, but like
There's pictures of them kissing. What are they doing when there's not cameras, man? I don't know.
I've never seen the pictures of them kissing, but I know like now it is kind of odd. I will admit, like if you say like because Michael Jackson admitted to like sleeping in this. Well, I don't even think he did. Like he would sleep in the
intent makes the world of
he
a
would
difference.
sleep.
It makes you from a superhero to a supervillain, right?
Yeah.
Michael
Maybe
Jackson's
I don't
intent
know.
may have
You
not-
can like you can sleep in the same bed as like a random 11-year-old girl because you're like I want to protect her if she has nightmares, and then her dad flips on the lights and is like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I think that actually is twisted though. Like I think people asked him in interviews like if he slept in the same bed, and he would say he like slept on the floor. Still kind of weird. I'm gonna admit, but
Certainly.
you have to think like. I think his whole reasoning for it was like he really didn't have a real childhood. He was kind of like pushed to be
Joe
like
Jackson.
Yeah, he was pushed to be a very abusive father. Like he was pushed to be like this thing, not a kid. Like he never got a real childhood. And then you see, all this weird shit with like the Epstein Island and like all these kids were getting like, especially high profile kids like Macaulay Culkin would be like a perfect target, right? Because like they're already in like the Hollywood scene. So I think he kind of created that Neverland thing as like a true safe haven for those kind of kids. I really do think so. I don't think he was involved in any malicious intent. I don't think so. I think it's certainly kind of weird. And something was probably pretty messed up there.
For sure.
But I don't think he was involved in anything crazy bad. I don't think.
I
think
fully do
that's-
think that his intent was just to be a genuine human being because he knows that there are people like he knows that a child can like be abused. He knows that like he just doesn't want to see that out of other people. I don't know if you've watched the Michael Jackson movie
No.
or if you have either.
No.
It was a really enjoyable movie. I thought it was a phenomenal movie. They did a really good job at like showing the dynamic of what I feel like an abusive household would look like. And they do a really good job at kind of like delivering the message of what Michael Jackson's trauma looked like or could have looked like. I mean, he's being portrayed by his like nephew, I think. Like the dude who's
Shout out,
acting
Neff.
for him. The dude who's acting as Michael Jackson in the movie is directly related to Michael Jackson.
That's
like
right.
Michael Jackson's his uncle.
Or-
Like that is, he's gonna probably have the details right. Like if anyone's gonna have it right, it's gonna be the Michael Jackson like that family attached to it. I don't know. Like
I don't know, because if you're going to talk about twisting narratives too, there's also definitely a risk of like a movie that's like.
I mean, they're making, from what I'm under the impression of, they're making it a 3-part movie kind of like thing.
They should do like a good side, evil side.
I think the
then,
movie
like,
the movie ended only after
silly
the
side.
Jackson 5 broke up, so we didn't even get into like all that stuff with Michael Jackson once he starts to turn like white.
Yeah.
And that's not like I don't mean that in like an insensitive like kind of
It
way.
did
It's just
happen,
like
truly,
it did
yeah.
just truly happen. Like we
Vitiligo.
got to him like we literally got to the Jackson 5 doing their very last tour, last concert show, and then it's just Michael Jackson doing his own thing from this point on. But we don't know what that ends up being unless you do know what he ends up doing. But we didn't get past that, and they're supposed to be making another movie about it, and I'd imagine we unpack more of the trauma, like the effects of what his childhood actually
Yeah.
did to him. Like you can tell in the movie itself that he is just an overgrown child who
That's
wants
what
the
I
world
think.
to be a better place. Like he has a pure heart. Like
Dude, shout out his pet chimpanzee.
dude, there's an AI monkey in the movie. Oh my god.
No,
it was-
AI monkey?
It was
Oh,
an AI
damn,
chimp,
bro.
but like yeah, dude, it
CGI
was-
monkey?
Yeah. Maybe
CGI.
well, I guess CGI, not AI.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
fault.
we
my
knew
fault.
Don't disrespect Allen Iverson like that, dude.
Alan Iverson.
Don't
Like,
call him.
Hey,
a
yo.
That's
Oh, was he in the movie?
crazy. That's
Was he in the
crazy.
Jackson 5?
That might be just as crazy. No, it's like, but like it's such a good movie. It really was a great watch. It was a great watch.
I bet it's good.
They do a good job at portraying just like the bit that everyone already knows of Michael Jackson and the like he is just like brain capacity of like what a child would want as like he has the money, he has the access to all these things, and it's just childhood back. Like that's what he wants,
Yeah.
And he wants to make sure he can like other kids can have that. And they have a bit in the movie like sorry, spoilers. Sorry about
Yeah,
it.
we good.
It's about a historical figure.
He's literally it's about history.
Yeah, like if you don't know.
This happened. Like just do a Google.
Yeah.
But he's in the hospital after he gets like a burn, and he's going across like just the hospital visiting all these other kids in the ICU, right? And since he's a world-renowned star, Michael Jackson, like he has the glove on and he's like letting a kid hold it, and he's just there comforting another one, getting another one like a stuffed animal, and just spending time with them because like he understands how hard life can be. Like he wants to be there for the kids to make sure that they're okay. And like I think that's amazing. Like yeah.
That is something I do wonder, because like in almost every single case of like a pedophile, you see that their childhood was terrible and basically stolen from them. A lot of child sex abuse with themselves as well.
A lot of
but I wonder, because like they go on to do the same thing that happened to them, and I wonder like if it's like a malicious intent, like I couldn't have this, you can't have this either thing. Because I mean, obviously pedophilia is evil. But I wonder on the individual level of the pedophile, like their actions are evil, but I wonder what exactly is going on that makes them make that what is ultimately a choice. You know, what makes them do that? Is it like complete malicious intent? Like, cut this guy's head off, or it. I mean, obviously he's a broken human being too, but you know you can't go around like diddling kids.
Yeah,
It's obviously
You gotta at least catch a couple floggings, dude.
Yeah, I think your brain just like in those kind of cases where you're intensely like traumatized, I think those people just get to a point where like we're joking about like calcified brains. I think you truly do have like connections that don't form in some people's minds, or like the wrong connections form. And I think, you know, brain development at that age, if you get fucked up like that, you know, maybe some point along the line where you make that choice, right, your brain is not firing where it should. You know, your stuff is just not happening how it should. It's not natural. It's not anything that ever really would have naturally occurred, hopefully, in history in the wild. So, I don't know.
It definitely sucks that we're all human, too. That's a bad thing. Because, like, you know, you see some, like, homeless people, and you're like, dude, you should be, like, put in, like, a bag and, like, taken somewhere where they can, like, make you better. But, like, you can't just, like, you know, kidnap people. And, you know, it...
I'm kind of, like, curious where we're going with this. What are you doing?
Well, like,
in
the mental health sphere, you know, like, someone can be in a terrible situation, but it's also not good to, like, come here, buddy, and just, grab them and take them to, like, a facility.
You can't help anyone who doesn't want the help that you can offer them, you know? Like, it's having, like, you gotta think about it, like, a kid... Like, who might like be super suicidal, right? Their mom is like, okay, I'm gonna take you to like a child psychologist. We're gonna figure this out, okay?
Yep.
If he does not think that like he needs that help, he will resist that, and there will be no reason like for that psychologist to even bother trying any further.
Yeah, you can't,
because you can't help someone who doesn't want help. So it's being able to break down that wall that they have.
But you can do it to animals, man. If you see like an injured dog, like no one's gonna be like, "Hey,
boils down
Mister,
to
stop
trust.
that!" It'd be like, pick it up and take it to the vet.
Just take it, bro. You good?
It just boils down to trust. Like that's just what it is.
You gotta
like,
take that baby, dude.
It's hard to trust people nowadays.
Yeah.
It is. Like,
How many
it's very
kidnappings of children do you think happen in self-defense?
in self-defense?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like there's got to be.
It's like you feel like your life is
Few.
threatened, and you're like, I gotta take this baby.
No, 0 probably.
Yeah, probably.
No, I think.
I feel like there's got to be a couple.
Maybe 3
There's got to be a couple.
in the entire history.
Well, there's just a really
I wonder if it's one of those
threatening
things
child.
that happen more than you think. You know?
Certainly. Probably about 95% of kidnappings are self-defense.
It's like a fight or flight.
like 90. Like what's that percentage? Like what's the ratio?
Yeah, no, I think an even weirder scenario is like let's take a human that you probably do have the resources to help, and potentially they would have the capacity to accept it, right? Like I was thinking about a friend I have who is just not in the best situation, I would say. And you know, like I could devote my time solely to like helping this person like evolve, right? But it would take so much effort like to pull somebody out of that, like an entire lifestyle change, an entire like location change, lifestyle change. And it's like, man, like I would have the resources theoretically, but such an investment. Like it's almost like a life coach for someone who isn't paying you. You know, it's such an odd scenario. You know,
and you have to like keep in mind people's like sovereignty too with that stuff, because like there's some stuff that like you definitely got to let people figure out for themselves. I think one of those for sure is relationships. Like, you can't just like coach your bro into finding a bae.
Yeah.
100%. You can't be like, yo, say this, yo, say that, yo, say this, yo, say that. You know, you kind of got to let him be like, hello, you're pretty. And then, why did she block me? You know, you got to let him like run through the coals like that, which sucks, you know? And I think that's definitely
parenting.
Yeah, that's definitely the hardest thing.
Let the kid fall and like don't be like you did it to yourself. Like, sorry that hurt. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, which sucks because like there's suffering that happens and it's like you can do something about it, but you shouldn't. And that definitely goes against the human will to like help other humans. But
yeah, I mean, you kind of have to let somebody like get burnt before they touch the stove again. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of. And also, I don't know, it's just kind of unfortunate. Like, because you wish you could help everybody, right? But, I don't know, sometimes it's very difficult to do so. And even if you don't have the means to do so, but...
Definitely hard to recognize in a relationship what is your job at that time, you know? Like, if your friend's like, I'm going to get a face tattoo, or you're like... Hey, buddy, like, don't do that. Like, and then they're like, huh? And they run off and get a face tattoo, and you're like, God dang it, dude, what's going on?
Yeah, the repercussions,
Yeah, because, like, is hurting that relationship where possibly somewhere along the lines you could bring them back? Is it worth not saying something now just for them to, like, be able to figure it out better and you can help them with it? Or is it better to be like, listen, man, if it's over because of this, it's whatever. But I just need to, say my piece. It's tough.
Shit, man. We've talked for a while. Hit a lot of topics. We jumped around quite a bit. I think it's probably a good ending note, I'd say.
True that.
Thank you, AJ, for coming on, dude.
AJ Watercutter. Shout out
guest.
Sigma Nu.
Sigma Nu.
Is that the Frat?
It is.
Sigma Nu. Epsilon. Chi chapter. Let's bring the water back, guys. It's been a while.
We should bring it back.
It's been 60 years,
80
guys.
80 years, right?
Well, we should get an investigation.
We're getting up there.
If we can see the documents of what happened. Listen, he probably the Dawn dish soap mixture got too fruitful.
Yeah.
And he probably like whipped at a tree at like 130 miles an hour. Or it was the 80s and there was frat hazing, so he could have been waterboarded.
It could have happened.
We're gonna need the dossier, guys.
A lot could have happened here. A lot could have happened. Yeah. But times have changed. Give us another chance.
We're gonna need the dossier, guys. You don't want guys throwing pee balloons at each other. We need water balloons. All right, this is getting ridiculous.
That's true.
Anyways, guys. Hot cast. Hopefully, I should be getting emailed the video, the speech, so I'll have a little bonus clip. I'll wait to edit this and everything until we get that. It's Sunday evening at 7:35. This may come out on Monday. We'll see what happens, guys. Take it easy. Lock in. Get as low body fat as possible and get measured. Don't.
If you do it while you're in your 20s. If you guys are above 20, you can't do it.
Nah. If you're going to do hard drugs, you should do it in your 80s. You should get on Fent when you're 85. That's my stance.
I'm gonna zip up so we can end.
Okay.
We can leave that there.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
You guys heal me? Instead of a traditional, best man speech, I thought today I would present a song I wrote, and just about how much I love my dad. Just kidding. That would be gay. Although, I definitely am a bit surprised that they gave me the mic so easily. I usually have a lot of problems getting knives at restaurants. And Shelly, just a bit of a warning real quick, if this is all he could come up with for a best man, I'd be very wary of any compliments he's been giving you. For those of you who may not know me, which 3, 4 people, I am Doug's son. It's a common misconception, but we're not brothers. We get it all the time. I've known my father for as long as I can remember. Unfortunately, I also remember him kissing me on the lips, which probably means he was doing that for too long. But it got me through freshman year of high school, so thank you. Once Sophie finally moved out, my father and I had a pretty perfect bachelor pad set up. We would watch war movies, we would eat smoked meats off of exclusively paper plates, and tell racist jokes, usually all at the same time. Then for whatever reason, we decided to get girlfriends. Traitor. When my father first started dating Shelly, I was a bit skeptical at first, but solely based off of the fact that she has the same name as a class pet turtle. I got over that. Over the years, their love has grown, and I've always appreciated Shelly not trying to be my second mom, so thank you. And as their love grew, it was very hard not to notice. And by this, I mean I would often hear and see them kiss. What the hell? I even watched him grab her butt. Actually, since writing this joke, it's happened two more times. And since writing that down, it's happened 2 more times. What is going on? But what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Anyways, it must be nice getting married at this age, because until death do us part doesn't mean as much as, well, the first time you guys did this. But marriage, at any age, is a large undertaking. Much like the climactic cavalry charge on September 12, 1683, at the end of the siege of Vienna, where over 20,000 cavalry troops, led by the then Polish king, Jan Sobieski III, and over 3,000 of his elite heavy cavalry soldiers, known as the Winged Hussars, charged downhill, chanting their national anthem, "Marrying Him," as they collided with the now encircled Ottoman troops, causing them to flee without breaking camp. In love, there's no room for an ego. Apparently, unlike the position of Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire, because during the 1683 siege of Vienna, Kara Mustafa Pasha lowered the intensity of the barrage, hoping to capture the city intact, which left many bastions and ramparts in defensible shape, allowing the Viennese to continue to fight. Anyways. To thank for the man I am today, including my handwriting, faith, music taste, and moderately obscure knowledge of history. Best of luck. Peace. Bye.
Yeah, raise your glasses for that one. I learned a lot about history.